On our walls, the Pepsi generation thought we'd seen it all. Brightly lit future with flying cars, and we'd all be superstars. Energy is endlessly entertaining us violently. Commercials play on TV, and nothing was ever free. Drive by like going anywhere. Life moves so fast in an instant flash. I could fly all night going down and stayed silent. Words hard, we were self-aware. Made mistakes that land us anywhere. With corded phones and same machines, you could do anything if you just believe. Commercials play on TV, and nothing was ever free. Fake Nikes. He liked computers and Atari games. Wanted friends, but kids can't be me. He played the keyboard, loved the music scene. Formed a band that we pay to see. It's funny how people see all the rock stars on MTV.
What's up, everybody? Tuesday coming at you, 1:45 p.m. on the nose. And we're always on time here, Stratford, Connecticut. Big ups for joining for another pre-stream. And what honestly could be another one of the worst ones ever. Feels like we're stuck in a loop, you know what I'm saying? The hype of last week has died down, and now we're stuck making our own fun. But that's no problem. No problem here, making sure we all have a fun time here. So, obviously, a lot of people want to talk about Birdgate right now. Shoutouts to Golden Colts, who sent me this morning. He said, listen to the animal sound at 117. And then I made a video to tweet that out to check it so you can come up with your own conclusions. But before we get into the audio analysis, a few announcements, and I promise you're going to be hyped about these, okay? I promise it. So first off, we got 2 new cards entering the pool, already in the pool, open for pulling right now. Get out your junk and start pulling. Here we go. We have the No Backbone. For sale, a backbone that has never been used. Philip Burnell, 0, positive seller, other items, contact seller. The never used, good as new backbone is now available for pulling, okay? Get your ass in on that one. Come on. It's going to break the game. Come on. And next up, we have Say Hello to the Snakening. It's a commemorative card it's an event card, actually. Put this on the battlefield. It'll change the entire game when you put the Snakening into your deck, okay? This is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. So enjoy the Snakening. Amazing design on both of these, by the way. You can see when real people that know how to use Photoshop in a real way make cards because they look good, actually. Not like the shit that you can tell I made. Look at that. That's some real design right there. Big ups, people, for giving your card design. See, Dark Souls, I made that one. That's a little simple, right? But these guys know what they're doing, and they are legends of the Photoshop. Legends. And my next positive style announcement, okay? So while we did get all the Sajak questions answered, okay? I will bring it up one more time. So they are all finished. There's Tevin, by the way. I made that one as well. All the questions from Pat Sajak are finished, done, and dusted. Now, I know a lot of people were promised a jury without shoes pointer. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. It's going to happen, okay? We're just not ready yet. We're going to get I'm not going to rush this thing. Okay? So we'll get a better pointer. It's going to happen. But because I can't provide your prize today, what I'm going to provide to you is a special style stream tomorrow. And that involves the one, the only, the Chew. Chew reacts tomorrow morning. We are going to watch some sweet codeine playthroughs. We're going to watch DSP's Inside playthrough. And that will be tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all right? That'll be tomorrow. We're going to watch some sweet codeine. Of course, we always do Q&A, and we're going to watch as much as we can, okay? So that'll be tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, coming at you live, bonus style, all right? Okay, enough of the business style announcements. They are all out of the way. Now, I saw Nibbity says, do we have plans post Sajak questions? It felt too fun to just leave behind. Trust me. Trust me. I have prepared. If we have, not to be too much like a DSP stream, but we're going to talk about what we're going to do next, guys. Since we already hit the Pat Sajak goal, now we got to figure out what kind of questions we want to do next, and I have many options available for us to watch, okay? So I will do that. Big ups, Nibbity. You're a legend. Big ups to Bojangles says DSP has birds confirmed on the AC wage quit video. Yep, we're gonna listen to that in a second. I'm not ready to say confirmed, by the way. Spoiler alert, I'm not saying confirmed. I say we'll get to it. Big ups Mickey Thor, who says cat crying downstairs with a cockatoo on her shoulder. Confirmed again. Okay, so let's listen to it, and then we'll all come up with our own conclusions, okay? So let's go to it raw. Let's go raw style. 1:15. Here we go. This is the audio you've been waiting for. Listen up carefully. Let's go.
Play. But I'm here to tell you, folks,
I will
that I
boost
put
it.
all of that aside. I didn't care about the protagonists or any of that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to actually play this game fairly and judge it for its own merit.
So you heard it there, right? I don't think there's anything else in this clip. Let me play it one more time just so you can hear it. It sounds like a bird for sure. Definitely a bird, guys. But again, there's many options of what another bird could, this sound could be from, right? And also, guys, you have to ask the questions, right? Why would we never heard this bird any time ever before? You know what I mean? Right? Now, some people said a cockatiel, some kind of guessing what kind of bird it could be kids outside. Yes, it could be all of these things. We don't know. Pocket City says 425 is another bird sound. Sounds like a kid crying weirdly. Okay, well, I'll listen to that one too. I'm here for all theories. Here we go. 425, another one.
When you think about a video game and what you play,
oh, guys, that's kids, man. That's kids right there. I heard kids right there.
Isn't fun or notable? When you think about a video game and what you play and what you're experiencing in it, and what are you going to remember? Are you going to remember the
I don't know. It sounds like screaming something. I don't know. It didn't sound like a kid exactly, but it's like tortured screaming. I don't know. Maybe it's way worse than we thought. It sounded like someone's getting their fingernails torn off. There we go.
video game and what you play and what you're experiencing in it, and what are you going to remember? Are you going to remember?
So here's a some people said it might be a cockatiel. Here's the cockatiel sounds for comparison. Some people say parakeet. I'm ready for all of these. Declawing live. Hell yeah. That's one way to fight against lolcow live is do declawing live. Here's parakeet sounds. All right. I'm ready for all of this nonsense, by the way. I'm ready for the deep dive here. Parakeet sounds. Now? Okay, African gray. I'll check that out too. Okay. That's pretty close. Pretty close. African gray bird sounds. Okay, let's hear this one. I mean, the thing is, like, we know there's pets in there. Philip said as much. Well, if it's not a part of the snake eating, right? African gray parrot birds. Let's hear. Okay, here we go. Look at this beautiful bird. Well, see, they all kind of sound similar to me. I'm not a bird aficionado. You know what I mean? So it sounds kind of like that, too. It could be any of these. Let's do it one more time. It is silly, though. And, I mean, it's confirmed he has pets. He told Triple P that as well. So, you know what I mean? Cottontail rabbit distress? Holy shit! Cottontail rabbits make that sound? Jesus! So much about the animal kingdom I know nothing of. A cottontail rabbit sound. What? Distress. Here we go. Stressed. Cottontail distress. You ready for this? This is a serious show today, by the way. Very serious. Jesus! What? Oh my God! Who wants that? Oh my God! Who wants that in their life? That sounds like Crying Baby in Yoshi's Island. God! That's not it. That's not it. I won't stand for that slander here. What is that?
Single major controversy in politics and all of.
All right, we got a parakeet request. All right, parakeet sounds. Last one. I thought I didn't check those. Here's a Oh, I already did. I mean, who knows, guys? It's fun to theorize. Like, I'm not saying it's not a kid. It could definitely be a bird. It sounds like a bird to me for sure, but it's not. Oh, fox sounds. Fox don't make any sounds. You know, we don't know. But I think it probably is a bird. We know there is pets involved here, guys. So it's not like some kind of thing. But we're just the question is, what is the pet? And my only question would be, is
60 likes now, or
why have we not heard this ever before? You know, he's not the most responsible dude, right? Right? With her and house and pets.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little.
I'm not searching what does the fox say. I do like the song What Does the Pig Say, though, that Ludwig World Order made a video about. That was pretty funny. But I mean, we did. Anyways, we know Philip has said before he has pets, and he also has small pets, I believe, right? He mentioned small pets. We need to have our pets taken care of, right? And who knows? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows, man? It's fun to theorize. And you know what's going to be the most fun? You know what's going to be my favorite part of this whole thing, whether we know it's a bird or not, is that people are going to ask about birds endlessly. That's going to be the fun part. Because then DSP is going to act like people are fucking idiots and stuff, and that's going to be funny, him coping, saying there's no pets. It's going to be funny. And we also, thanks Mimai for saying this, we do know that he likes birds. How do we know that? Well, that was the leaked DMs between him and Review Tech USA. And we know he does like birds, but he did say then he hopes to have one day. Just throwing that out there. But I will say that it is the only part that I'm having, I'm not saying this is a confirmed bird that's in the house right now, guys, is because I don't think Philip would be covering his tracks that well that we wouldn't have heard it before, to be honest, guys. Now, I know the thing that makes me think the inverse of that is because today was a special video, so maybe he wasn't doing the normal routine of closing the door. You know what I mean? I think we would have heard that bird somewhere else. You know what I mean? But who knows? Yeah, maybe he doesn't care because the DMs are out. That's a thought too. Maybe the bird got moved around the house. That could be. All of this stuff is possible. I'm down for all theories. Theo or otherwise. You know what I mean? And also, that does make sense. Well, that's what I said about we don't know what kind of pets he has. That would absolutely make sense why Jasper has to be shut in at bedtime. Because when they go to sleep, Philip has said they shut him in. Why would you have to do that to a cat? Well, if you got tons of other shit around there, then you might have to. That's the only reason. Because otherwise, cats go whatever the fuck they want. Who cares? And I know cats will. They are brutal. They don't give a fuck. They killed one of my mice many years ago. I'll never forgive it. No, he's long gone now. Shoutouts to Tigger, though. Tigger was a legend, okay? Tigger was a legend. A big up to Obercan, who says, that's why Jasper is declawed, so he can't attack them. Ooh. They killed your fish? Yeah, cats do not care. Cats will do whatever. They don't care, man. They are here for their own enjoyment. Your enjoyment is not enter into the equation, my friends. They do not give a fuck about you, right? Because Paula Bro says, Master Manipulator takes away jury and gives us chew. Thank you, Paula Bro. Yes, it's all plans all coming together. I'm always 2 steps ahead. Always 2 steps ahead. Mr. Gorehouse says, alarm on the fridge being opened. Oh, it's a fridge alarm. Oh, now that's another theory I haven't thought of. That's another theory. The pasta maker says, window could have been open. Heat wave prep, dude. See? That's what I'm saying. Could be, but there's not that. I don't know how many kind of birds make that. I don't know how many kind of birds make that noise, like wild birds, I'm saying. You know what I mean? How many wild birds make that kind of sound? Now, again, I'm not a bird aficionado. Birds are take or leave it for me, honestly. But is there that many birds that make that kind of noise? That seems like a very exotic sounding thing. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, we're moving on. We're moving on positively here. Snorting Cat says, squeaking toy for cat to entertain herself. That's not true, in my opinion. Big up Snorting Cat. Toxic suggestion there. Pacamacini said, I love this stream. Very educational. That's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. Education, learning, facts. Only confirmed stuff is shared here. This is the kind of stuff you'll see in Wikipedia, okay? All confirmed, all 100% real, with the sources to back it up. That's how we roll here. Big ups Yanks Fan 84. So it sounds like cat wanting some food. I don't think so. I do not think so. I don't think so. That's a very strange sound, Yanks Fan. Fox sounds? Fox sounds? Oh, come on. Fox sounds. Fox sounds. I really want to get to this this as well. So
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a very special stream.
We have to end the bird discourse at some point, but let's see. Fox sounds. What does the fox say? Alarm bark. Jesus! Oh my God! Alright, I'm done with this animal sounds stream. I don't need to hear what animals sound like. It sounds scary. God, what was that? Just straight up scream. Mickey Thor says, parrot given new home in dead bunny cage. Ah. Interesting. Now that they have an extra cage laying around, they given a bigger home. I do think, though, the cage would be different for a rabbit and a bird. I think they have different cage needs. One would seemingly be more vertical, while the other one would be more horizontal. Again, this is all factually fucking based, by the way. Nick says, Phil's chat going to look colorful today. Absolutely. That's what I'm most looking forward to, honestly. And I put on Twitter, holy shit, man. Look at this. So I was putting the stream shit up, you know, and then I see in the kick chat, watch this shit. Look at Dumpy Koala going off on one by himself. Watch this. So it's tough to see. I'll make it so you can see all of it. This is all him this morning. Is Phil awake yet? If so, morning, Phil. Schedule, support, commands, email. Can we get mans for links? Also, we get rules command, merch. Like just having fun by himself. Yeah. Cool day. Very fun. And he's not alone in his heart. He is not alone in his heart. Comrade Alex says, a lot like a rabbit, are Phil's eyes getting further apart or is it just me? It seems like they are moving around his head to the sides. Interesting theories getting thrown out today. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it, all right? I don't know if I've noticed that myself, but they always kind of have that blobfish look, though, right? So, okay. So I found interesting stuff here on the DMs. It's never-ending fun. You know, it's never-ending fun, honestly. So laugh my ass off about your segment about me tonight. Today I also talked with Mutahar in full, which I talked about Mutahar in full, which blows my mind. I don't know what that means. And you want to watch the end of my final stream today after putting up the soundproofing. I haven't clipped it yet, but I again absolutely leaned into stuff and destroyed both Rich and the detractors. Then he puts up a link himself and he says, 225 and keep watching. Also, if you keep watching Friend Request Ridicule, I think a classic moment or two is coming up in that video too. So what's happening now is that they are streaming and Philip is trying to tell them things to watch on stream. Okay? That's what's happening right now. I am now at 231 and I felt everyone. Yes, you have rubbed off on me and I love it. I'm back and I'm not afraid to just be myself, although I can't say the shit I used to. Whoo, mama, get help, get friends, okay? Get friends and help. So, you want to see the ultimate felting? Here's what he was talking about, guys. Let's listen in.
Tips right now. Seriously, let's just do it. All right? Let's get it done. Please support the stream. Time here. If you had a good time watching me do this, you like the content, you like the new look, please support the stream. Let's hit 50 bucks in tips right now. Seriously, let's just do it. All right? Let's get it done. I'm going to put this back into the box.
This is when he really started getting, you know, he was feeling at the height of his powers at this point.
Indeed, right now.
Here we go.
Rich is crying and the detractors are seething. Understand that. But understand that I want you to support my content because you had a good time. Not because you want to see the detractors get pissed or rich crying on stream eating edibles. I want you to support the content because you like it, okay?
Who
So
was?
I hope that you did.
Who was in Raw Phil's Kick Chat?
I hope that's why you just contributed. And I appreciate everyone that just did, okay?
Remember, this is what he wanted PPP to play on stream, by the way. Oh, Dumpy Koala was? Oh, yeah, Dumpy Koala was in a few detractor chats, though. That's why they're supporting again, because they want to get back in Phil's good graces. Like, sorry, Daddy, that was just joking. That was just a razz. I'm back. Very cool and normal. Very cool and normal and natural. It happens all the time.
It is true. You absolutely know they are right now. They're all flipping their shit.
Yep.
How dare Darkside Phil get support? All he did was set up his background today. That's literally all he did. Well, guess what? Today, I set up my background all day long. And
Big ups, Brackman. Thank you so much, sir. I don't care what country they're from. I love all countries here. You're a legend. Thank you. We respect all countries. Thank you.
Today was one of the most profitable days I've had in history.
Legend,
we hit $200 in tips earlier, tons of gifted memberships.
You earned yourself this too. Ready? Whoa! Big ups, Brackman.
Tons of super chats. Tonight, we had good super chats, good memberships, and guess what?
Yeah.
2 people just hit me. The first person just hit me $10.
Yeah?
And said, here's a $10 for you from the UPS guy. Well, thank you very much from UPS guy for a $10 tip.
This is kind of boring, but this is what he wanted Triple P to watch, and he felts everyone. Remember, guys, he's felting everyone here. This is what we're watching for. This is part of the stream that he wanted Triple P to watch on his own stream. This is what we're supposed to watch,
And then-
guys. Yep.
I received a $5 tip.
Yeah.
101. A 4 is sorry. Go ahead. Raz of the 9. Well, because of that, you received the ultimate Raz of the night. Boop! How dare you, Mozzie? Now,
Look at that.
go ahead and send that penny. Send that 1 penny.
Oh my
because you
God.
missed it. You missed the $5. And then I received another $5 tip to somebody. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to end the stream shortly. Just a few
He wanted Triple P to watch this.
minutes here. But we might as well just hit the 150. Look how close we are to hitting the 150 tonight. I mean, come on. Right? And again, whatever you do not contribute to make my detractors angry. And do not contribute at all to make Review Tech USA cry. Whatever you do, don't do that. All right? Contribute because you like the content. Do not contribute because those people will be very upset with you if you do. All right? They will be. But don't contribute for that. All right? Let's hit the 150 and have it be a good night. Let's have it be Phil's background setup day.
This is good for Triple P to watch. Anyways, this is kind of boring, but it's very funny that this is what he wanted Triple P to watch because this would be very cool. Can you imagine this being on KINO Casino? Yeah, guys, let's watch Philip get donations. Awesome. Yeah, you got him, Philip. And he really thought they had that same energy, right? He really thought he was on that same energy. Anyways, moving forward positively here. I did want to play this because I haven't got a chance to yet. So I think it's funnier to do this way. So we're going to watch Philip describe something that happened in wrestling, and then we're going to watch what actually happened, okay? Because this is a pro wrestling commentator, okay? So I think we're going to do it this way. Let's listen here.
Finn and Carlito
Yes.
are talking in the back.
Uh-huh.
And for some bizarre reason, I missed like the very beginning. I think they were actually breaking character. And I think it was scripted where they're basically saying that it's like weird being bad guys instead of the good guys or something like that. And I was like, huh? Like, where did that come from? So I kind of scratched my head. I was like, all right. So it's another Judgment Day skit. And I'm going to be honest, I'm getting so tired of these Judgment Day skits that aren't going anywhere. It's another skit where Judgment Day show up, and of course Finn's disappointed in them, but they say, oh, don't worry, later tonight Bailey's going to wrestle Raquel, and this is going to be a qualifying title or a qualifying match for the Intercontinental title. Also, Dominic tells Finn that he got Finn Balor an IC title match next week. against Braun Breaker.
I'm so bored. I can't keep watching. Let's see the real thing.
In the middle of the ring, and he speared you. Mate, you even listen to me? Hello? What color basketball? I never mentioned the Cal Wolf. I'm handsome. John Cena's a bad guy. Believe that? I better be a good guy forever like me, you know? Hey. Hey, guys.
Yeah, I can't watch it. I trust that DSP Galcat. I trust this is funny, but I can't. I don't have enough patience for this. It's all. When I was a younger gentleman, I did like wrestling when I was in high school for a while. When it was like the hype of the hype. And we're talking Stone Cold, we got The Rock. That was the peak. But after that, I just fell off when I got a little bit older, you know what I mean? This is pretty cool. So again, I have too much prepared here. This is Internet Hazmat Crew, and they've prepared an animation. Check this out. I'll put the link in the chat.
Internet Hazmat Crew. One.
Watch this.
Round one. Fight.
Every fucking input I press, the jab suck. Wow, you're a great player.
Sonic Boom.
Fucking rewarded for spamming buttons like a fucking idiot. I didn't touch the joystick. My hands were not on the joystick. That was a button input. It just read an input. I never input that. What is going on? That is terrible. I literally didn't have my hands on the buttons. It makes no sense, and that pisses me off.
Round two. Fight.
Normal. Jab. I can't move. Are you kidding me? Again. I blocked. I still got hit.
Explaining the moves is very funny.
Perfect.
Jab. Normal.
I should have been 3-star diamond 2 hours ago. But every fucking game, it drops the combo now. Why do you think I lost? Because it didn't give me my fucking moves again. This is my punishment for nothing. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct, legally. Everything was right. And again, it's not, you did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. This has nothing to do with me. I did nothing wrong. Of course, people are being stupid. They think that this hat is only like crazy Nazi stuff. It's not. So because I'm wearing a military hat of the style that a ridiculous amount of people in history have worn, including M. Bison, a character that I frequently pick in a fighting game once a week, they gotta all say it's a Nazi hat. So it's this simple. If I see it in chat, you are banned. I don't care if you're a regular. I don't care who the fuck you are. I'm not putting up with your bullshit.
Don't do this.
Trying to be toxic on my fucking stream. I'm having fun here.
Don't.
And all of a sudden I look at the stream chat. Everyone, oh, Nazis, Hitler, Nazis. No, how about this? Banned.
No!
Gone.
Derek
Forever.
lived.
Because I don't
Put up with your fucking bullshit. Your toxic shit is not welcome on my fucking
Derek survived.
streams ever. So get the fuck out now. It's not a funny fucking joke.
Yeah, this is not Pixar Animation. This is Internet Hazmat Crew. And I think this might be the first one they've done, at least of DSP for sure. But there you go. There's a link. Go give them some love here because that was definitely funny. And big ups for the effort on that one. Very cool. Big ups to Nibbity, who says, this bot actually caters perfectly to his fans. Oh, you mean the kick bot? Uh-huh. Definitely. Once again, big ups, Brackman. High five, you're a legend, sir. Thank you so much for that. LR says, Dumpy is Iron Chef Sakai without a shadow of a gout. Cuck for life. You know, I always say, who knows about Iron Chef Sakai? You know, who knows where he is? Who knows who Only Iced Coffee is? I stay out of that game, but it very well could be, absolutely. Once you are a DSP supporter, they do break out sometimes, you know? DJ Bruno broke out. What's it? Spoon Man broke out, you know? But who knows? It's very rare, right? It's very rare. Big ups Big Dog in the house, who says, in what world would someone believe one interview stream would wipe away 70 years of debauchery? Well, if you... King Be Cruel, yeah. Well... if you're DSP, you would. Hey there you are, Spoon Man. The Spoon Man himself. You have your own theme song, by the way. It's a cool song. Philip has said, good morning, all. I don't think the slideshow has started. Hell no. Yeah, fuck no, it hasn't started. So, next order of business we have to do before we get into it is what kind of questions do you guys want to do for our next kind of question bullshit thing we do? So we have someone suggested James Lipton questions, which are fine. They definitely would be funny, but it's a little bit, let's say, standard, right? So we could go back to the legend himself, okay? Now, this is way harder. Clara Berry, that's a question for tomorrow. That's a good Q&A question. We could go back to the legend himself, okay? So listen to these, though, real quick. It's only a minute, and just to get a taste of this.
What really happened here? Did 3 acrobats really choose to avenge their sister's death? And haven't dogs and cats been known to predict earthquakes? But what about the detail of the chocolate chip cookies? But then what about those dog tags? But then, how do you explain the chocolate? How else
These are too insane, though.
do you explain both people using the same computer repair shop? If not, how could the boy suddenly speak Chinese? But then how do you...
I kind of want these.
in the same computer repair shop. If not, how could the boy suddenly speak Chinese? But then how do you explain the Grim Reaper? And what about this unusually shaped chair? Why did the insult machine suddenly give compliments? And how do you account for the loose stitching on the quilt? Was Jocelyn really cursed by the beautician? If so, how do you explain the doll using the name Miss Robinson? But
Now,
then,
these are insane ones, okay? This is insane level, right? You're going to die level. Now, there is more Frakes questions that aren't as tough as those, so listen to these real quick. We can choose any of these here.
we've all heard the expression, clothes make the man. But is it really true?
Did you have a favorite book as a child?
Do you have a favorite method of falling asleep?
Is there anything more precious than the gift of sight? Who can explain the mystery of music? Do we make our own luck?
Can a home ever be truly safe?
Have you checked the back sections of newspapers and magazines lately?
What is the secret of the green thumb?
It sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
What mysteries lie within the frame of a portrait?
How many dramas have taken place in these tight little boxes?
How do you describe terror? Have you ever noticed the curious things one sees discarded by the roadside?
Who knows why certain people save certain things?
Have you ever experienced a sleepwalking episode? Is there a more
Some of these are so good.
important job than that of a teacher? Is there a more annoying sound than the screech of chalk against chalkboard?
Oh, God, don't have to do it. Oh, why does that sound so off-putting? So those are really good. Those are really good. I like those. I was thinking we could do like this is a good one.
Dumbest thing you could have said. We asked 100 women. Names.
Like we could do Family Feud, but you have to change it a little bit, right? So imagine if you said that. Name something specific of Leonardo DiCaprio's you'd like to hold. That's kind of funny.
Something specific of Leonardo DiCaprio's that you like to hold.
Right? We could do stuff like this.
Mention about himself.
Yeah, what might a blind date conveniently forget to mention about himself? Like, that's kind of funny, too, right? But yeah, okay. I think Frakes is better than those. We'll eliminate that one. I am eliminating that one. Now, another option. We could do Skyrim shit from NPCs, right? So he would probably know these, so that's probably a no as well. I also thought of there's some like strange questions that no one has an answer to that could be funny, right? So like things like this, like
Heap of snow and a heap.
So like questions that have no answer, you know what I mean? So can a single snowflake possibly be the difference between a non-heap of snow and a heap? You know what I mean? Questions like this, you know what I mean? And he could try to be philosophical on these questions and try to answer these, right? That could be funny as well, but it seems like everyone's saying Jonathan Frakes, so it's you say it has to be simpler, but I mean, are these really simple?
Then, how do you explain the grease and screwdriver in the father's bed? If so, how did the men's room attendant know so much about Artie?
But then, how could he have possibly known about the children's playground? If so, how did he get the gift back? But then, who murdered Professor Wainwright? And how do you explain the pen? And how do you explain the fact that the box fell at just the right time? How do you explain the smudge on the phrenologist's head?
But who was...
I think this is too hard, guys. This one is too hard, man. This is intense.
Elmo P. Middleton?
Did the spirit of Abraham Lincoln actually seize hold of Senator Quigley and force him to tell the truth?
I think this is our next level, okay? That's our next level. Let's do this level first, okay? This level. Because there are two different videos I'm showing you here. I think these are more possible. You want to do the hard mode? Everyone's saying hard mode. Everyone's saying hard mode. All right. Okay. Let me see. So DSP is in Kick Chat right now saying, that guy who makes those songs... Okay, hold on. Let's see what this says. That guy... Okay. Let's see this one. That guy who makes those songs sent me a ton of them trying to get attention on the casino, and they kept ignoring him. Now, of course, they use the music. I don't know what that means. Okay. Okay. It's not Meerkat, I don't think. I mean, Meerkat's not sending shit to DSP. That's for sure. I don't know what that means. Detractor music. I mean, he said music. The guy who makes those songs sent me a ton of them trying to get attention on the casino. And they kept ignoring him. Oh, is it you, Misery Merchant? Because I know, Misery Merchant, that they played your song yesterday. I know that. So, did you send it to him or something? Or it could have been fucking anyone. But they definitely played the new Meerkat, the new Misery Merchant song yesterday on the show. I heard it. It was awesome. So, there we go. Oh, the song's in the key. Okay, there we go. Different one. But I know they definitely played Misery Merchant's song yesterday, so that's pretty hype. Big Ups to Overcan says, Phil in Kick Chat is saying he's fixing his mic settings. Ooh. Yeah, they definitely played Dark Side of Flow as well, because he had that, especially when he had that Rich song from King of the Ring last year. That was awesome. I'm not seeing the thing about the mic settings. I'm looking for it, but Phil has not said anything about mic settings, I don't think. I did add those 2 new commands, so he's added 2 new commands about merch. I don't see anything about mic settings, but if he did, that would be funny, because, you know, with the timing of everything. Let's not get too bird-brained over here, you know what I mean? Let's not do that. Big Ups Cantu Adrian says, ask the king questions from the past. Interesting. I don't know if that'll have the same impact as the Frakes questions, because once you ask a good Frakes question, you know it's a Frakes question. That's what makes it funny, right? Because you know, like, why would anyone on Earth possibly ask this fucking question? But that's what makes it funny. So, Gordon Flowers pointing at Derek says, so nice of you to think he will remember Skyrim NPC. Good point. Good point. Good point. Have you ever had an arrow in the knee? Did you used to be an adventurer before you got an arrow in the knee? That kind of thing. You have to... I was thinking like that. He did. He said he's doing some mic settings and fixing it, Oberkan says. All right, let me search for that then, because that would be kind of smoking gunt, as they say in the vernacular. Let's see. Oh, yes, he did. You are correct, Oberkan. I'll never doubt you again, sir. I will never doubt you again. Bird believers. Team Bird. Team Bird. Bird coins going way up. Damn. To the roof. Bird. Or I have something for that, actually. Here we go. Send it. Send it. Bird coin. Go, go, go. We are flying to the fucking skies right now. Holy shit, man. Get on your space shoots. We're taking this fucker to the moon. Oh, God. Maybe it is. Oh, yeah. Starting Craig did bring up DSP. I haven't listened to that, actually. I always like, okay, well, I'll play that tomorrow. And some things I just forget that I say that about. So that's the problem. I'll find it, though. I know the Stuttering Craig did, but if someone heard it, is it worth listening to or not? Let me know. If it's not, I won't. But if it is interesting, we can. Let me see. I think Poems Past had that one. But Stuttering Craig, I know they talked a little bit about it, and I think Blabs wasn't into it. I don't remember. I saw there was like a 4 video. Oh, here it is, right here. Big ups to Gamerface Gaming. He has it. Let's see if it's interesting or not. Live. Here we go. Let's see if it's worth it or not. Come on.
No DSP news?
Is there DSP news?
Is big news.
Really? What's going on?
Do we care?
Well, he was the king snake, he said, and he took down the KINO casino.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't
and
really
leaked all of his DMs with them. What an idiot.
I don't really know. I don't really know who KINO Casino is. I just know
he didn't take them down. It was a cope because he thought that he was going to be their best friend, and
right.
Yeah.
Then they eventually turned on him,
which everybody knew was coming. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, except him. So he released all of their DMs together on a drive, and it's pretty bad. It looks like he was like desperate to be their friend. And,
yeah, all true. That's
faking
so we're
them all the time.
We're true on that so
for
far.
Revenue.
Oh.
Then he had a big meltdown on Friday.
Okay.
Had to shut his kick stream down and then put it back up and was crying and coping.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. Just go watch like Duty or Snort Hogan's my favorite.
I haven't
channel.
I've not kept up with the DSP stuff. You know, I will say that
whoever this guy is, he definitely keeps up with the stuff, though, doesn't he? Whoever this guy on the bottom is.
You know, he is. Blabs, you're gonna go crazy with this.
Uh-oh.
DSP is the most requested person to have on Nerd Duel when we have it coming up.
Are you really serious?
Blabs fucking hates him, by the way, if you didn't know. She fucking hates DSP. That's like legitimately hates. The real hatred.
No, Blabs, I'm telling you, he's the most requested person.
Yellow Flash. Big ups, Yellow Flash. You're definitely up on your allure, sir, if you're here.
You haven't done anything, have you?
No, I haven't done anything. I've not done anything. I'm telling you what I see on my Twitter mentions.
Right.
Is that when I say, who would you like to see on Nerd Duel? Everyone said, well, a good portion of people said, Dark Side Phil. So, look, I'm done with Phil. Like, he's not even like on my radar right now.
Passively watch some of the content that's done on him, but this one had me fascinated because it was a big thing.
And like a documentary.
Kind of watching him is kind of an ongoing documentary. But man,
that's true.
He really fucked up. He brought Rich from Review Tech on. He thought he was going to be his buddy. And as soon as he came on, he started asking him like hard questions. So Phil kicked him off the stream.
See, this guy knows his stuff. But this is like when you tell people about like DSP when they don't know about it that much. It's never as hype as you're trying to make it sound to them. You know what I mean? It's kind of tough. You got to start with bigger picture stuff.
No, that is one thing that I regret not clipping. And we should go back and find it. Is when Rich from Review Tech came on the show. And he got all pissed off at me, and I was like, "You shut up!" We had this like back and forth, and I told him to shut up or whatever. And then he got upset. And now he hates me. That was pretty.
You mean
awesome.
wait, that stream that's like privated now, whatever it is, or like members only? Yeah, that one where you and Travis were just shouting at Rich for like an hour. That one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I think you put on members only or something.
I need to find that. And
that was when Rich like lost his shit. No, you shut the fuck up. Remember that? That was long. That seems like years ago now, but it was like, no, you don't tell me to shut the fuck up. Remember that?
Find a clip of that and put that on the internet because it was pretty good.
I stay out of that. It was like women drama.
It was like my 13-year-old going back and forth with her whatever situation.
Don't you tell me to shut the fuck up. It was very funny.
So yeah, look, thank you for filling me in on all that. This is all fascinating news to me. It's like seeing a car wreck in slow motion. This
is a big car wreck. Like I don't know how he felt. I don't know how he thought like releasing his DMs is going to make him look good.
Yes,
because in a bunch of them they wanted him to do some shows.
I've got a lot of bird believers here. I'm telling you, it definitely could be a bird. I'm just not on the confirmed bird team. I'm rarely in confirmed anything until it's confirmed. But I'll tell you one thing. Stock is not that one. Stock's going up because of this shit right here. I'll tell you that. I'm messing with mic settings. Pretty convenient timing on that one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bird is the word. We got to get that song for King of the Ring now. Ba 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 ba. That's not that song though. I need bird's the word. Bird, 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 bird.
And to get out of doing the shows, he was telling them the craziest shit, like saying his wife has cancer.
This guy, yeah, this is not.
And all like his parents are dying. It's like just say you don't want to do it. Why are you telling them you have? Like it's insane. Like
this guy's up on his shit.
Thought that was going to make you look good to people.
Have you heard about the bird?
Well, look, Phil's interesting because he is. Like I've told him several times. Like the last conversation I had with him was he messaged me at the start of this year.
Okay, fuck this poll then. Okay, so the original poll was, will Philip dare to utter the name Ethan Ralph today? And 62% said yes, 38% said no. I'm going to end this poll prematurely, as I often do end things prematurely. And I'm going to make a new poll. That'll be a much more robust poll. And it's going to be, what do you think it is? Okay, so I'll give you the options. What was the sound? Okay. Bird, pet, bird, outside / wild, fox, other. Okay, that's your options. Okay, so there we go. And do you want me to play it again? Of course I can play it again. This is the hottest news ever. Of course I have it ready for you here. Let's hear the end of this real quick.
And he was like, "Happy New Year. I hope that you have a good year. And I'm sorry we can't see eye to eye or whatever." And I was like, "Phil, you need to understand, dude. Like I don't know if this is before or after I went on his show or whatever. And just told him to piss off or whatever. But
last 37 seconds and we're done.
Like I told him, I was like, dude, you don't understand. Like, I don't want to see
he started,
you fail.
by the way.
Like, that's the thing is I don't want to see anybody fail.
Who cares,
and
Craig? You felt it, bitch.
Turned that into the victim narrative as always. And Phil is a pathological liar, mostly to himself. And I think we all understand that. And that's the most fascinating thing about Phil. We've been my couple encounters with him in the last decade. That's the one thing that I've seen. So anyways, I hope he gets his life squared away. I really do. Will it happen? No.
Fuck you, Craig. I don't give a shit about you. That's what he'd say. Anyways, okay. Slow show starting now. Let's get the cold open. Fuck you, Craig. You already got felted, so shut the fuck. Shut the fuck. Oh, God, for fuck's sake.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we talk about an end to Assassin's Creed Shadows after I dumped the game on yesterday's stream.
We gotta hear this shit again?
In addition, we'll talk about interesting rumors regarding the Switch 2 and its upcoming release, and we're going to talk about some upcoming celebrations, including my birthday and the 100 goal celebration that's right around the corner. So, we've got an interesting and fun podcast. All this and more on today's show. Sit back, relax. Here we go. It's time to have fun on level 1.
Oh, prepared line there. It's time to have fun on level 1. Ooh. Okay. Here is the bird sound. Not going to play it again. Get a good fucking listen. Listen up. Listen up. Here's the bird sound. Come up with your own conclusions. Here we go.
About the side. I didn't care about the protagonists or any of that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to actually play this game fairly and judge it for its own merits. I've played a side. I didn't care about the protagonists or any of that. What I wanted to do is...
That is the sound that is clearly audible in the stream. Now, what is it? No, that's what we have a poll for. That'll decide that. Big Ups Grimner says, did you see Phil's new goal celebration? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's very funny. The cash now. And who put that together, I wonder. But Copeside Phil says, ring it up. Another W for Rich. Big ups, Copeside Phil. Yanks Fan 84 says, did you watch any NJPW when you were in Japan? No, I did not watch any wrestling. I know they have some serious women's wrestling over there, but I did not really watch it. I might have seen some things, but not like watching the matches actively. But I know they have pretty hype wrestling. That's why WB keeps taking their best wrestlers, because they're all way more skilled than we had over here, in my very layman's opinion. That's all I'm saying. Oberken says, someone on Ross is saying the HOA line is full. Oh, well, you knew that was going to happen. But anyway, let's fucking go. Yeah, they don't fuck around in Japan, man, with that fucking wrestling. Like, it's too much. Like, I don't need to see people legitimately like fake hitting each other, but yet they really do hit each other. It's like, what are we doing it fake for then? You know what I mean? What are we doing the fake shit for if we're just gonna really hit each other? But anyways. Yeah, you ever got hit by it? Come on.
All right. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 25th of March, 2025. I'm DSP. This is the Level 1 podcast, and today it's a full day of streaming. FYI, because originally I was going to take a half day today.
Oh, God. We're in
and
trouble.
I was going to do a full day tomorrow. But because of the weather, oh boy, I am going to actually flip that. And what I mean by that is it is going to be incredibly hot here today for no reason. It's not even.
For no reason. By the way, the weather, it is currently 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 12 degrees Celsius, and misty in Renton, Washington, as we speak. Snood's asking a question. Have you ever watched Shin-Chan? It's pretty good. No, I have not. That's more for kids. I've never seen that, actually. My kids were not into that either, but I've never seen that. The animation style was weird to me. That's all I fucking know. But here we go. Big ups.
This is annoying me.
Here's what I mean about weird.
Like seasonable weather at all. It's actually going to be summertime weather here today. We're supposed to be anywhere from the mid to high 70 degrees Fahrenheit with the sun in full blast outside. I currently have both
creepy.
of my fans on full blast. I have the ceiling.
It's kind of creepy, right? Like it could be a horror movie, right? I'm not saying it's not good. I've never seen it. Please.
Outside. I currently have both of my fans on full blast. I have the ceiling fan and my oscillating tower fan there just going crazy. And I am getting nice air circulation, but it's already hot in here. So here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Originally, I was going to work on my taxes tonight, but I realized it's going to be so hot in here. Do I really want to be doing these important calculations and trying to fill all this data into a spreadsheet that's super important to get right when I'm sitting here sweating it out, probably half delirious and completely tired because of it?
Sweating
so I said,
it
you know
out.
what? Today we'll do an actual full day of streaming. And then tomorrow, hopefully it'll cool down. Tomorrow, it's actually supposed to rain a little bit on and off during the day. And perhaps that would actually cool it down to the point where it won't be a big deal. So today, here I am. I'm actually wearing a much lighter shirt, not a heavy pullover like I've been wearing recently. I'm actually wearing lighter pants and everything.
Shirt.
Hopefully.
And I can't do taxes.
I don't know if I will be or
hot.
not. I might have to make a wardrobe change into a short sleeve shirt and shorts today, depending on how hot it actually gets in here. I will have the door open until my wife gets home from work, so I still have several hours before I have to kind of cut off the circulation of air, which is when it might get really uncomfortable. I guess we'll have to see. Anyway, so I'm here all day long today. A great full day of streaming, and I hope that you guys are excited for that.
Full day, full sun.
You may notice a small change. I wonder if anyone can tell what it is right now live. Probably not unless I mention it. I tweaked my microphone settings because
the bird
last
sound.
night I filmed a special video
and there was a bird.
explaining my reasoning for why I quit Assassin's Creed Shadows after
there
playing it for
was
9
a
hours.
bird
It essentially
sound.
was a mini review of sorts. And I listened back to the video, and my voice just seemed off. And I think what it is, as you know, I bought this microphone in January, and we spent a while tweaking the settings to try to get it like perfect. But I feel like we didn't. Like, I know there were some changes there, and we added filters and we tweaked filters. And then, you know, here I am listening back to this video, and the video is doing very well, by the way. We'll take a look at it later. It's getting thousands of views, and people are giving it an actual chance, which I...
Sir, that's not true. Would you like to tell me what people... I can tell you what people are saying about the video, okay? Just lying. So he has 3,000 views because he's talking about Assassin's Creed, which is probably one of the most searched for things on YouTube right now. Let's check out those comments, okay? Because people are giving him an actual shot, right? Ready? Let's get him an actual shot. Here we go. So, Phil, that bird in the back violates your HOA. Phil never mentioned he had a pet bird. This is another game you dropped. Let's go to top. So we want to see the most popular comments, not the new ones about the bird. Because there's a lot of bird comments now. The major criticism is because you didn't buy this. Definitely would make me and others wary of donating a game, and I think that's fair. The most tepid takes on the internet. That voice is wild. Why can't I just hear a child screaming in the background? It's kind of annoying, NGL. Not gonna lie. Wow, Phil, what a take. Remember, everyone's taking him seriously now, so let's hear about that for 3,000 views.
I appreciate. And I'm just like, I think the freaking voice just doesn't sound right. And here I am. I've been using these settings now on this microphone for about 2 months. I'm like, it just doesn't sound right at all. All right. So this morning I opened my microphone proprietary software and I started messing with it a little bit. And I turned on this other setting. Basically what I did is my microphone was put almost all the way to the side of bright voice. What that means is that it basically tries to accentuate higher pitched sound, and it makes it a little bit more crisp, but it basically eliminates all bass from the actual audio.
No bass. Fuck bass.
And so now here we are today, and I said, you know what, let me mess with this. So I actually took it all the way to the other side. So now it's basically considered darkened sound. What that means is it won't.
Kick Chat's having fun. It sounds kind of like a homosexual right now. Andy's sculpted abs reel says Mike sounds a little strange.
Accentuate higher pitched sounds, and you won't hear as much crispness, but you're going to hear more bass. Okay, so I'm curious, how do you think it sounds today? All right. I personally, after listening to the 2 levels today, I was like, okay, all the way this way, all the way that. What's better? I think that the darker, deeper sound sounds better. It actually has bass in my voice now, which in real life, I do have bass in my voice. It's just that with the mic settings I had on, it was editing that out, essentially, making everything sound crisp.
Why did we make the change? Any specific avian reason?
So anyway, I wonder what you think. Okay. And the other funny part is, during this video last night that I made, there's a little bit of background noise.
Here we go.
What it is, as you know, when I stream, at least during, the times when it's cooler, I have my front window open.
Here we go, boys. Birdgate. I mean, it's not going to get solved right now, but we're going to get Philip's explanation of Birdgate right here. So let's go. Here we go.
And so I was streaming with the front window open, and last night my neighbors were out there playing with their kids, and one of their kids tends to get way overexcited and scream, and the kid was screaming at the top of his lungs, shrieking, and it was catching on the mic. And it's crazy because I've tested other things. Like right now, I have 2 fans on full blast, and you guys probably can't hear them because the microphone has that like auto adjustment to get rid of ambient noise. But this kid shrieked so loud that it actually came through on the mic, and people were like, what is going on in there? Do you have, creatures screaming in your house? Is it haunted?
Okay, if he's not going to literally say bird, then it's going to be a bird, because he avoided saying bird there.
Going on in there? Do you have, creatures that actually came through on the mic?
You saw that, right? You saw that, right? He almost said bird, then audible at the last fucking millisecond to change it. Watch this.
People were like, what is going on in there? Do you have, creatures screaming in your house? Is it haunted? Do you have loud birds? I'm like, no, it's my neighbors. I put up with that whenever they're around and the kid gets excited. So anyway, yeah, so that's what that noise was. People are, of course, asking me and spinning conspiracy theories, but it was my neighbor's kid, which I have to hear every single day. Even though I have no kids. That's what happens when you have shared walls, All right, so...
What? It's outside, though, Philip. Shared walls wouldn't stop a kid outside screaming, right? We made it up. That was a fictional tale. Hold on. Let me see how... Let me check with the general's opinion. Let me see the general public's opinion of that explanation of what happened. Let me check real quick in this. I have a good analyst on this kind of thing. He's going to tell me the general public's opinion of that explanation. Here we go.
It's false. No way.
What?
Not this time.
Huh?
We created it. Not this. No, not this time.
What?
It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
What?
It's fiction.
Huh?
It's fiction. We made it. We made this one up.
No.
It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened.
What?
It never happened. This one was invented by a writer.
I'm sure someone's going to believe it. Hold on. We got to get some more opinions here. A few more. Let's do 5 more.
Not this time. It never happened.
Fuck.
It's false.
What?
It never happened. It's a fake. It's
What?
fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Hopefully the mic sounds good today. You guys let me know. Give me your feedback. Do you think the mic sounds better? Here, this is going to blow your mind. You ready? How does it sound right now? How does the microphone sound when I actually talk directly into it like this? Because according to certain parties, this is how you're supposed to talk into this type. too bad, because I'm not going to do that. It's ridiculous.
That was a Rich felting, by the way. You don't need to hear that. Don't waste your time with that. Flowchart Cammy says that's 100% a bird. If that had been kids outside, Phil would have brought it up and complained about stupid loud kids. I tend to agree with you, Flowchart Cammy, but he might have thought his mic didn't pick that up, right? So then he didn't have to say anything until now, right? But I can see both sides of that argument, okay? Both sides. Tiffy-tastic says, for Choose AOT and Android Collection Fund, big ups, Tiffy-tastic. I'll tell her tomorrow about that when she's here. Aid Robinson says, the 70s have called. They want their shirt back. Look at hype. Come on. It's the dent in the striped pajamas, as many people have said. Big ups, Aid. Let's go. Last time, listen, though. Last time. Here we go.
Is I wanted to actually decide. I didn't care about the protagonists or any of that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to
Wrong time. Get out of here.
Actually play this game fairly and just decide. I didn't care about the protagonists or any.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a kid, man. It really doesn't.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk at the microphone from a normal distance like a normal human. I'm not going to suck on it. Okay.
And also he said shared walls, which again, shared walls would not affect the noise outside, right? Shared walls would not do that. So I'm a bit confused on that as well. Nick SF says this guy's more predictable than moldy bread. Big ups, Nick.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, so let's talk. Let's start at the beginning. All right. Yesterday, I did a major stream of Assassin's Creed Shadows. All right. Basically, at the end of that stream, I clocked in around 9 hours of gameplay. That game is boring as dirt. I'm sorry. I tried to like it. I tried to give it an honest chance, fair shake. Ubisoft no longer knows how to make games. The games that Ubisoft was making 10 years ago are twice as good as the games they're pumping out today. It's just a fact. Think about it. The older Far Cry's, the older Assassin's Creeds, right, are miles better than the games that they've been pumping out recently. And it's just very sad. I don't know what else to say. I tried so hard to understand what the catch of the game was supposed to be, what was supposed to be fun. I can't find it. I don't want to endlessly grind in this game to get resources just to unlock the next leg of the story. I just want to play the fun stuff. I didn't even get to play as Yasuke. I didn't even get there. I was 9 hours in and the game didn't even allow me to play as the other character yet. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know what they were going for. But anyway, if you want the full explanation of why I am no longer playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, check out the highlight video that I made yesterday. It essentially is a review, okay? And it's doing pretty darn good on my channel. As of right now, just to show you. Get rid of this.
It's doing really great, guys. You're going to love this.
Right now,
okay,
it's got 3,400 views and climbing within 11 hours. I'm sure it'll do better, but at the same time, I never know how a video is going to do on my channel anymore. I don't.
Holy shit.
You know me. I don't get the kind of promotion or attention or anything that I used to get anywhere on YouTube, but apparently it has raised some eyes because definitely people are watching it, and I appreciate
it. Has raised some eyes. P-Wop? Write that one down, okay? Raised some eyes.
Appreciate that. If you haven't seen it yet, it is available as the featured video on my channel. I'll probably leave it up there as the featured video for a bit.
Yeah.
Since people really seem to enjoy it, think I will leave it up there. Now,
let's check the comments.
This is about a 20-minute video, 22, 21.
Yeah, how's the watch time on that puppy?
And basically, I tell you what I liked and didn't like about the game, and mostly it's what I didn't like. The game just didn't have enough for me to stick around.
3,000 views and only 9 likes? Is that good or bad? Chimchar81 Real says, a lot of watchers are just bird-headed dunces.
Down for it, and people seem to like that descriptiveness and the take, so give it a look. It's doing
definitely
well.
Descriptive.
A rare video of mine that I've put out that's actually doing well, so at least something came out of the game, I guess. It's just a shame that Ubisoft games are so bad today, and this is honestly kind of a good thing because I'm going to continue playing other games like Pirate Yakuza, the Suikoden Collection. Coming this Thursday, we've got Atomfall. I want to keep other games in the rotation, and it would have been very hard if we had Assassin's Creed in there too. So there you go. All right. So check that out if you haven't yet. It's doing pretty well, and hopefully you'll enjoy the video and spread it around if you like the tape.
Yeah, spread it around. Yeah, you're going to want to check this one out.
Now, last night I played Disco Elysium for the first time ever, and that game is incredibly unique. I had no idea what it was going into it. Essentially what it is, it's just a point-and-click adventure. much like Secret of Monkey Island or something like that. But the difference is they've integrated in these RPG elements. So if you have different statistics leveled, and there's tons of them, you can have better advantage to win a conversation with a dice roll because the game has dice rolls in it like Baldur's Gate 3 did. But in addition to that, it actually tackles serious issues.
Whoa.
And things like racism
for
and social
re-upping the
commentary
membership.
and labor disputes and things like that. And I was like, what kind of game is this? I
Labor
wasn't expecting
disputes,
it
yeah,
to have
okay.
this kind of discussion in it. Alcoholism and your self-image and things, they're all in there. And I've only played for 2 hours. So anyway, I played it pretty well, or not pretty well. I played a good amount last night and people seemed to like it. And said, would you keep playing it? Sure. I would absolutely love to keep playing that game because it is incredibly unique. I didn't know what it was going into it. And now that I played it, I'm kind of intrigued. What?
A lot of bird comments are getting banned right now. Oh, Chimchar81 just got banned. Chimchar banned again? Does the revolt start? Chimchar's last comment was, does your HOA allow birds? Could probably report them. That bird was loud as fuck. And then that stun locked him into this banning that just happened. See? There he goes. He's stun locked.
What? All right, I've had enough. Guys, don't ever ask Chimchar to come back. He's never coming back over on Kick. I've really had enough of him. I just, enough of this. He's done. He's not coming back under any circumstance. Stop screaming. Stop asking for him to come back.
Oh,
This
yes.
is only
The riot is on. Come on. Yes. Look at this. Everyone's already on it way ahead of time. No Chim, no goal. No Chim, no Chim, no goal.
And under any circumstance, stop screaming. Stop asking for him to come back. This is only the millionth time that he's saying something fucked up in the chat, and I've had enough of his bullshit. Okay?
Definitely. Well, you definitely won't go back on this, right? For the second time? Definitely.
No more. I've had enough. Only have a certain amount of patience, and that guy's now been banned like 3 or 4 times in the last couple of weeks, and I've just had enough of him. Stop begging for him to come back. He's just a waste of time.
Okay, well, let's see how long it takes him to come back.
Okay. Anyway. So, I like Disco Elysium, and by the way, we hit the goal last night, and we far exceeded the goal last night. I was shocked. I was not expecting that. A lot of people were like, no one's going to show up for Disco Elysium. No one's going to like that game. That game is so fringe and weird, and Phil will never get it, and he'll never like it, and no one will like watching him play.
No one cared.
So, it's just going to be a buzz. And then what happens? People showed up, people engaged, people supported, and it went really well. I just find it hilarious. Every time now I'm playing a mainstream game like Assassin's Creed Shadows, it just flops. The games are terrible. They're padded. They're just uninspired. These AAA game devs literally have lost their way and don't know how to make good games anymore. Then I play a game like Disco Elysium, and it like hits on all levels, and everyone's enjoying it and having a great time, including me. Originality, innovation, daring to do something different versus the status quo of repetition and boredom. It's just so sad on this point now. Like I don't even know what else to say. It's really pathetic. I wish that we could have more original games, but it seems like AAA isn't trying to do that anymore. I
call them AAA.
Just want to keep repeating the same formula over and over with slight tweaks and hope that you'll give them $70 plus tax, and I've had enough of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, Disco Elysium went well. However, I just want to forewarn everyone. I can't play it again this week. This week I'm already booked,
Perfect idea to keep the momentum going.
Today we've got a full day of Call of Duty.
Nailed it, King.
And then later tonight, we've got more Pirate Yakuza. And then tomorrow, we've got the Suikoden Collection, and I'm not doing a late stream, right? And then on Thursday... it's the premiere of Atomfall. That's what it is. I was trying to remember what's Thursday. There's something big. It's the premiere of Atomfall. All right, so I hope that you'll join me for that on Thursday, and then Thursday night, Smart Guys, and that's the week. I'm not here Friday or Saturday this week.
Anyone coming on for Smart Guys?
So I promise you next week, we will do some more Disco Elysium. We'll try Atomfall, and we'll balance it with everything else. Okay? Cool. All right.
Oh, really? The guy that made Disco Elysium is in an insane asylum. Interesting. Well, means he's a true artiste. Big up Zikirosa. Over-explaining the live bird coin to the roof? I tend to agree. I mean, the only thing I didn't do was confirm it was a bird in my mind, but I'll tell you right now, I'm now more strongly thinking that it is a bird inside the house. I'll tell you that. Big ups, Godfather. Legend. PWAP says, I can't tell the difference between bright sound and dark sound. I'm colorblind. Thank you, PWAP. Copeside Phil says, that sound was clearly not human. It was a bird. And that's what I'm saying, man. That did not sound like a human being to me at all, that scream. So this explanation is not helping his case. right? And he's banning a fuck ton of people right now. Bugs Bunny just got banned. DSP Dead Rabbit gets banned. Bedtime Snack Pizza Frozen just got banned. What's going on here? Grimace the Fatty just got banned. I'm Still Relevant for Real just got banned. English Muffin Reel got banned. Lewis89 Real got banned, who said, I'm an oil man and I'm withholding.
All right.
I'm an oil man and I'm withholding. That's what got him banned.
So I covered everything from yesterday, right? Good. Let's just briefly talk about the schedule. So that you
I'm an oil man.
guys know what to expect for the next couple of days. It's exactly.
Kick Chat is so funny. I'm an oil man.
As I just said, Black Ops 6 and Pirate Yakuza today, Suikoden Collection tomorrow, Adam Fall and Smart Guys, and then 2 days off, and I'm back on Sunday for a 6-day streaming week. Now, here's the deal. If you would direct your attention to the top of the screen, you would see we're currently at 74 out of 80 goals hit. And yesterday on this very show, we decided that the reward will be DSP Tries It Taco Time, which is a direct competitor to, say, Taco Bell, but they're only really here in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. They do things like different kinds of burritos, different kinds of tacos, and the like. So I'm excited for that. I want to try it. I've only had it once, and it was like 11 years ago, and I don't remember it. So it's going to be great to try it out in the modern day and see if it's any good. But we've got to hit 80 goals to celebrate DSP Tries It, okay? Last night, we actually hit a goal and exceeded it. Here's what's been going on recently, okay?
He's going to say, we're exceeding the goals, but we're not getting to the second goal, guys. So please make sure we hit the second goal so it counts, you dumb fucks. Mr. Matt says X to gout, brother. As always, X to gout. What Philip says.
We'll do one
Big
stream
ups.
where not only will we hit a goal, we'll exceed the goal. We'll do really well. Then
So?
we'll have another stream, and that stream, sadly, we won't hit the goal.
Yeah.
But if you kind of add the two together, that's a great day. Like, for example, the other day, we hit and exceeded the goal playing Suikoden. I didn't hit the goal playing Pirate Yakuza, but if you add the two together, it's a great day overall.
So what should we do then?
But we only hit one goal. Yesterday was exactly the same. On Assassin's Creed Shadows stream, we only got hit like $75 of support. But then on the late stream, we had like over 200. Add them together, it's a great day, but only one goal was hit.
So
what's
should we
happening
do?
is, for games that aren't resonating with a bigger audience, we're getting less support, but then we're not hitting the goal. And the way that it works is we, $150, that's a goal that we count towards our milestones. So
what do we do?
It's not that I'm not doing well, I am. But it's weird how it's kind of being dispersed out. Remember, we can hit multiple goals in one stream. If we hit 150, that's a goal. Hit 300, that's 2 goals.
I forgot about that wrinkle. That's the good glitch. I forgot about that. The 2-goal glitch.
So we could hit those all in one stream.
Oh.
All right. So let's do it today. On this very stream, let's hit some goals. Let's hit at least one goal for Call of Duty.
Okay.
If you guys are really enjoying the gameplay and having a good time, please support and let's hit multiple goals or whatever and go from there.
So we can hit more than
think
one.
That's the way to go, is when people are here and they're hyped for something, hit the multiple goals, because let's be honest, later tonight, I'm going to have a chill night stream of Pirate Yakuza. I know I'm going to like it.
Uh-huh.
You're going to like it for those who show up, because those who show up for Pirate Yakuza always engage. But the support doesn't always hit the levels, right? So then instead, let's just have it happen on the streams when people are around and supporting. You know what I'm saying? That's how we can do it. And the thing is, I would love to hit the goal this week and do DSP Tries It Taco Time by the end of the week. But realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. Even if we hit a goal every stream I do between now and the end of Thursday, we're still only going to be at 79. Remember, the next DSP Tries It reward is the new adult Minecraft meals that they're going to have at McDonald's, where I'm going to order them and see what kind of, the toy thing, reward collectible you get, and the exclusive packaging and all that. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have a lot of...
How much for the bird reveal?
Minecraft-related stuff going on, because you guys, during my birthday marathon, which will be on Sunday, April 6th, have already said you want to see me play Minecraft, right? For the first time in ages. We're going to start over with Minecraft while I'm buzzed, which is going to be interesting. Me playing Minecraft while I'm drinking, right?
If you guys give me $100, by the way.
But also, you said you want to see...
I'm not drinking for free. I mean, come on. I need money for this, right? Joe G says, King's going to send this clip as proof to the HOA. I mean, that is legitimately a reason why he would have to not say he has a bird, right? Because if it's against HOA rules... He knows people are going to fucking call him, and then what? Now what? I'm sure he could just say, I don't have a bird, and then what? But you know what I mean? Like, that would be a reason he has to lie about it.
It'd be interesting. Me playing Minecraft while I'm drinking, right? But also, You said you want to see me do a Minecraft Lego build and try to do the whole thing in one sitting, and I could probably. Like, I'll probably get one of those ones. We saw there was a sword one and there was a nether. I'll probably order one of those off Amazon in time for my birthday, and then we'll do that during the birthday marathon as well. So a lot of things to tie in with this Minecraft movie. What's hilarious is that everyone is saying the Minecraft movie is probably going to suck. But
HOA rules.
it's interesting timing for content for me because this is what you guys have been asking for. Okay?
So it's people that, like, HOA can make their own rules, basically, in America. If you have an HOA, they can say shit you can and can't do, right? And they also make sure you don't do stupid shit like not mow your grass and shit. So they can have rules like, you know, you can't have birds in the fucking house. And then, yeah, you pay them for that privilege of making rules for you, by the way. That's very fun.
75 likes and climbing. Thank you, guys.
But yeah, if you break the rules, they can come at you. Come after you.
We need to get momentum going. We need to hit the goals to get through the Taco Time DSP Tries It, so then we can work towards the Minecraft Meal DSP Tries It at 90 goals hit. Okay? So let's get some support going. We have our first contribution of the day. I'm going to read it out.
True.
It would be great to get more.
Flatman B, who says he was walking across a bridge and hopes everyone has a great day. That's
so we
my
have
guess.
a segment of shouting all this out right now.
Here's my guess.
All right, so here we go. Our first contribution of the day is a $5 tip.
She sucks his dick.
Let me read
and it
this.
is from Flatman B, who says, Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone has a great day. God bless all. Thank you to Flatman for getting our support started today. I very much
Flatman thought it was a bird.
Appreciate that. Let's get that animation going and let's get them up on the leaderboard. And now let's get some other contributions. Let's get our first super chat of the day. Let's get our first membership. Let's get our first gifted sub.
I don't think Kick's into it.
Let's get that momentum rolling, shall we?
Kick chat's not really into it right now.
If you were not here last night, you missed it.
Yeah.
We have new animations for when I hit goals. New ones.
No.
New music, new animations happening. All right? So,
Whoa. You wanna
please
play one?
consider contributing to see the new animations today as well. All right?
Flowchart Cammy says shared walls.
So
Tyrone and
Flatman
DSP
B-
share cats walls. Very toxic, Flowchart
Put the first
Cammy.
contribution of the day, $5. Let's get
Big
that up
ups.
on the leaderboard. Okay.
Blooper says you guys are so bird-brained. We all are today bird-brained. When aren't we bird-brained around here, honestly? Joshua Clan adds to the discourse, says definitely sounds like a parakeet. I used to have one when I was a kid. That little fucker would wake me up early in the morning. Name was Pete. Shoutouts to Pete. He sounds like a legend. We love Pete. I never had a bird. I never did have a bird. Never entered the bird game.
My sister's face is beautiful.
I'm not against birds, just never had a bird. I think all the pets I had. Turtle, fish.
So I can see a bunch of trolls.
Cat, dog. Pretty standard. Mice one time. What else did I have? I had turtles in the backyard.
So I can see a bunch of trolls over on Kick today.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we're banning them.
I'm just going to ignore the emote spam today.
Okay, cool. That means we can do it then. I do think they're cool, and I would like a bird. They're really cute.
That's
I'd like
right,
to have
Jade.
one
Yes,
someday.
tonight. Pirate Yakuza. Jade's a huge fan of Pirate Yakuza. He's going to show up tonight for Goro-san. That's right.
That's right.
It's hard to chat right now. All right, I'll just ban all these people then. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Since they all want to spam and break the rules, I'll just ban them all.
Okay. That was Jade, though. I gotcha.
Here we go.
All right. I'll tell you the names that are getting lost here. Oh, Zanny
Sorry that I have
Pop.
to do this because we don't have any moderators this morning over on Kick, so I'm taking care of it.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Fucking Dumpy Koala's there. Zanny Popping Pig just got banned, and all the rest are erased. Oh, Somebody Gay. Grimace the Fatty. I'm Still Relevant for Real. I read that. DSP Dead Rabbit. Gout Goblin Real. Hospice Felting. Some Young Guy Real.
No, it was the Angel of Death. I have to because people are complaining in the Kick chat they want to talk and they can't. They actually want to talk and they can't talk.
The bottom line is Real's comment. I won't emote spam, but I'm trying to speak to reason. Chimchar was talking about if your neighbors are being loud, that it's messed up and you should report them. Nothing bad about you. You should please reconsider, was the
They
message.
actually want to talk and they can't talk because these idiots are spamming. So I have to ban all the spammers.
Okay. Well, very cool place to hang out.
There we
man.
go.
Let me tell you. Cyclops says alcohol raises the body temperature. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's why we got to keep it chill. No taxes tonight, boys.
Okay.
70 degrees. We're out of
Looks
here.
a little better now. All right. Now you should be able to talk. No, Kickbot handles regular spam. And what I mean by that is Kickbot will handle if someone's repeatedly posting an emote, if someone uses like way too many letters or caps, it won't just stop you from typing a single emote. And the thing is, there's like 20 sock accounts all typing the single emote, so it fills the whole chat.
Ah, yes.
There you go. Much better now. See that? What's up, Real King Michael? Good morning. How are you? Okay. Can we do sniping today, says Jake? What do you mean by that? Can we do sniping today? What kind of sniping is there in Pyro Yakuza? Is there sniping in the game? Oh, you're talking about Call of Duty.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm so dumb. Could we do sniping?
That's for sure.
I mean, Call of Duty? I mean, we could. I think we may have played enough. Maybe I've unlocked all the attachments.
I'll get the kick chat up.
For the other sniper rifle that I was using that I thought was better. Let's take a look today. Let's look at the sniping builds and figure out. I've been sniping now for like weeks. Let's actually see what I've unlocked. That's a good point. Let's do that today. Let's look at the loadouts. Okay.
Look at the loadouts.
Cool.
That'll be
Let's look at the
exciting.
sniping loadouts. Because remember, I was using the SVD to unlock the attachments for the other one. Was it the XM1 or whatever? But then we never went back to it. We never went back to that other crazy, not the XM1, it was like AMS something. Whatever that giant sniper rifle was, it was really good. But we never went back to it, so maybe we'll do that today. Okay, cool. Good suggestion. All right.
You mean Pirate
so guys,
Yakuza?
let's get some more support going. We have nothing right now besides Flatman B. Let's get some more support for the stream. Get it rolling. Get it towards our goal. Let's get this taco time goal by the end of the week. And then let's go ahead and work towards our Minecraft stuff next week. Okay?
Sounds fun.
Good stuff. Okay. Now,
all right, there we
I
go.
do have one interesting news topic that I would like to cover this morning. Okay? Stupid ads are all over this thing, though. But this website sucks.
You could stop that very easily.
All right. Here's the thing. Didn't mean to hit that. Here's the thing.
God,
I understand that news media is having a tough time because with the internet, a lot of people don't follow news media anymore. But there are certain times when it makes sense to follow them. For example, with this story, this is from a website called InsiderGaming.com, and apparently someone was at the Game Developers Conference, and he gathered a whole bunch of information regarding the Switch 2. So it's an exclusive article. Great. I'd like to read your article, but what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Can I see your article? Like, take a look at the screen right now.
Okay.
And take a look at how ridiculous this is. This is literally right here. This tiny 1/3 of your screen right here is the article. This is an ad. This is an ad. This is other related articles. Ad.
No. What?
Ad. And the worst part is, it's an ad for Snow White. You know, the movie that just fucking tanked and no one gives a shit about?
They're not allowed to advertise?
Yet they accepted payment for an ad for that piece of shit.
You shouldn't take ad money from shitty movies? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So it's like, can I just look at your...
You can't take ad revenue, which, by the way, this website can't choose. They're using a service called Ad Choices.
Fucking site and read your article? No. And how do they not understand? This is what gets me.
Oh, please.
How do they not understand that having your site look like this means no one wants to use it and you lose traffic?
Because they understand that the only people that see these ads are descriptive. So they don't really give a fuck about what the website looks like, honestly.
Can I repeat that? Because your site looks like a fucking stupid billboard of ads, no one uses your site, and that's why you're losing traffic.
Okay.
Get it? Because you're greedy, and you want to put these ads all over your site. No one wants to use your site. You incredible fucking morons who run these news agencies. Get the picture?
Don't get the picture, and you're using the website now, so thanks for the ad revenue, is what they're saying.
Find another way to
Big
monetize.
ups.
Get that shit off, or no one's going to watch your shit, all right?
Yes, start begging, InsiderGaming.com. Start begging. It's pretty simple, man. Come on.
So, we have this article, exclusive, supposedly. Nintendo Switch 2 will have a 3-phase launch plan for its games. But the Nintendo Switch 2, by the way, I'll just say this is from Tom Henderson, writing for
Thank you.
Insider Gaming.
Thank you so much. Ooh, Philip shopping for Michaels. Big ups for the Michaels ads.
With Nintendo Switch 2, 1 week from its official full reveal.
Dude, if we see any bird shit ads, man, it's gonna be fucking insane. So I better not see any bird ads here, or the bird is confirmed. I'll just put it that way.
We're at the annual Game Developers Conference, and the guy came back with some exclusive info. First of all, he says,
no bird ads,
the Switch
please.
2's launch date is going to be in June. Okay? So that means that they're going to do their presentation next week, which is April 2nd, I believe is the presentation, where they're going to announce the console and all of that stuff. Okay? So that's going to be first week of April, and apparently then it's going to go up for pre-order. And you're going to be able to get 50% off Michael's fave. Wait, what's this? God damn it. You're going to be able to pre-order it. It's going to come out in June. Okay? So that's exciting. And hopefully, what I'm hoping is what Nintendo has said is correct. If Nintendo had said they have mass-produced this console, that it shouldn't be an issue to get it. I don't believe them. I do believe this is going to be another PlayStation 5 situation where to get this console, you're going to have a tough time trying to pre-order the thing. I want to get it. I can afford it, but am I going to be able to get it?
Ooh.
I want it. I want to cover it for you. I would love to do a live unboxing with my new setup, being able to show you what it looks like in person and everything, hooking it up, doing day one coverage, playing all the games, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. Okay?
WWE trading card addict soon says, you got a bird?
Okay, anyway. So,
Soon.
June, I feel, would be perfect. We've already talked about this.
Hello,
The
June.
summertime is typically a dead time for games. June used to be a big month because of E3, but there's no E3 anymore. There is Summer Game Fest. So this would be a great opportunity if it does come out sometime in, say, mid-June, to jump on the opportunity because no one else will have major games coming out around that time frame. Everyone's eyes will be on the Switch 2.
Okay.
Its release and whatever games are out, everyone will be...
I do have to point out there is a Zep-bound advertisement on the screen right now.
Talking about it.
Zep-bound is, you know.
So this is actually a great time for it to come out, in my opinion. It will take advantage of the otherwise empty summertime.
Certain kind of
now,
medication.
That's not all. According to various sources, the Nintendo Switch 2 will launch with a 3-pronged strategy. 3 prongs? That sounds familiar. Does it not?
Uh-huh.
How do I...
Dude.
I wanted to change color, but I forget how to do this because I've done this before. Is it right-click? Now, how the hell do I do this?
Nailed it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a way I was supposed to be able to open up this with a plugin and change the color, but now it's only doing it in red.
Pretty cool.
But anyway, a 3-pronged strategy. No, they're calling it a 3-phase strategy.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So here is the different stages.
Please,
the
go
first
ahead.
stage is... Why can't I change the color? This is pissing me off. I'm supposed to be able to, but it's gone. So I think the plugin broke. Great.
Great show.
I was thinking right-click on that. No, it just does this. What am I supposed to do to get it to work?
Oh,
I'm hungry for some protein breakfast. Yummy. Let's get the... Anyway.
Oh, he hit it with the Craig. Shut the up.
Protein breakfast. Yummy. Let's get the... Anyway.
Hit it with the stuttering Craig treatment. Damn. Got him. Oh, God.
So, first-party titles will launch with the console. That makes a lot of sense. You would want your first-party titles to launch with the console. So, good on them. That's a good decision, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, why? Because let's be honest, what do you buy the Nintendo console for? Primarily the first-party titles. Games such as the Marios, the Zeldas, the Donkey Kongs, the Mario Karts, the Pokemons. That's right. It's called Pokemon. That's how you pronounce it properly. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Is that a joke or
the Kirby's, the smashing of the brothers? Okay. Right. What else? What else is first party Nintendo these days? The tuning of the splats.
Oh wow!
Whatever is first party, because there's a lot of first party Nintendo stuff. I just named
the tuning of the. Let's just try this one more time.
the tuning of the splats.
Oh, nailed him, man. Oh, God.
Whatever's
so
first
good.
party that are going to move the console and get everyone excited.
Hilarious.
The third-party games come later. And they're saying, yes, the second stage will arrive around October to November. Third-party studios will be pumping out their games for it, okay? I'm going to be honest. I think the initial wave of games is going to be ports, meaning you'll probably see third-party ports of games coming out in the fall. And that's going to be their big fall lineup for Christmas. Buy all these ports for your Switch 2. Likely what'll happen is that these third-party game devs will start working on new titles exclusively to the Switch, and then they will apply free at WGU for tuition.
Oh, man. I didn't know he would go to that joke again for the third time. So brave.
Oh, wait.
So brave.
No, they will likely start dropping new titles within the next couple of years. But I feel like we're going to get a lot of ports in the fall, a lot of special editions for Switch 2, etc. Then there is a third phase of games exclusive to the holiday period only. See, I don't know how to, it's not working anymore. This used to actually have a thing here that you could change the color, and now it doesn't work anymore. That's just great. Anyway, so
you have an extension to change the color of shit, but you don't have an ad blocker extension? I mean, come on. We can't be that low IQ.
This is exciting news if it's true. Or keep in mind, this is just rumors based on this guy, Tom Henderson, who was at Game Developers Conference. And this is what people told him. All right. We're going to find out for sure next week, because next week is the actual Switch 2 event on the 2nd. So that's 1 week from today. It'll be around Tuesday of next week. There'll be the big event, and then we'll learn about the concrete details. And hopefully, at that time, we'll be able to pre-order the Switch 2. Like, I
masterful news there, sir.
want to pre-order it right away. I want to get it
learned a
locked
lot
in
there,
so I can get it on launch day. I hope I can get it on Amazon, because Amazon will ship it the fastest. But if not, I might have to get it from a third-party site like Best Buy or somewhere else.
Okay, so just to reiterate that article, because it was so fucking dented that we all lost brain cells listening. For the surprise of no one, the Nintendo Switch, the new one, is going to release with mainly first-party titles, and then there's going to be some third-party titles, and then after that, there's going to be more first-party titles. Okay? So this is huge news. No one could see this coming. I mean, this is incredible. Wow. How does he get this stuff?
I guess we'll see. Okay?
He really is an insider, honestly.
Switch 2 news. Hopefully it's true. Okay. Well, now everyone is tagging me. What's going on, everyone? Good morning to Game Boy. What's up, Adam? What's up, NVL Roy? How you doing?
That's it.
Toasty Chestnuts over on Kick. How are you?
We got it. I heard it. That was a fast one.
A lot of people were saying hello during the Switch 2 hype segment.
Okay, you ready?
Get it at GameStop. That's probably the last place I would...
You ready? Let's fucking go. You earned this. We're so fucking bored out of our minds. We need this. So, a lot of people been asking for this, so I'll give it to you. Come on. Had a whole week off last week. Now we're in, and now we get to have some fun. Come on. Hit us with it, LTG. Get it started. There's Wings. Not at his highest point right now. DSP is always twerking, though. Always twerking. This is from Temple of Doom. I mean, not Temple of Doom. Legends of the Hidden Temple. There he is. New guest for Thursday, Smart Guys, coming out. Like to welcome him. Ethan Ralph. Right there.
Yeah,
we love this.
One of their favorite fucking... One of my favorite episodes is when I tried some food, got so...
All right, there we go. We got there.
Ingrid, step on me.
Oh, Jesus. I still got to fix that.
But get it. Because to get it at GameStop, I would actually have to go to GameStop. Would my wife want to switch too? You know, I don't know. I have no idea. Right now, she has my old Xbox Series X and she has my old PS5. So she could use those, you know, for gaming. And I'm sure if there are Switch exclusive games, she might want to switch too, but I don't think she's going to want it at launch.
Why? Seems like you're assuming a lot, actually, but okay. Okay, interesting. Just assuming she wouldn't want it.
All right. Well, guys, here's the deal. The only other thing that I really wanted to talk about today.
Oh,
all right,
fuck me.
Was starting to plan again, not only for my birthday marathon, but for the 100-goal celebration. But if you guys aren't in the mood for that, we can just talk as well. If you want to hit me up, tag me in the chat. Let's see what you guys want to talk about today. Do a little bit of Q&A. And remember, today is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and we can jump into that sooner rather than later. It really depends on what you guys want to talk about today. So let's see.
God, we're in trouble.
King Ferbs asked, will Kat play Adamfall? You know, I don't know. I don't know if she's going to play that or not. It is a Game Pass game, and she could play it on the Xbox. Maybe she'll give it a shot. I'll see if she's interested. I'll tell her about it, that it's Thursday.
I haven't talked to her in about a week, but I'll let you know next time I talk to her. Because Mickey Thor says, could be a small bird like a blue tit or a marsh tit for the guy with man tits. There we go, Mickey Thor. Nailed it. Big ups. Could be a tit. Oh, Booby is also a bird name, isn't it? Booby, yeah. Man boobies. Blue-footed booby. There we go. Oh, I remember looking up I remember in my high school days looking up those words in encyclopedias and then leaving the book open to those pages and thinking I was the funniest guy in the universe. And I was. I really was. Oh, man.
How robust do I feel today? Only middle robustness, because it's hot today. And already this office is getting very warm. If I didn't have the 2 fans blasting, I'd probably be sweating. But luckily I have 2 fans blasting, but it's going to be hot in here today. It's going to suck. Well, what this means, I'm going to have to get the new air filters for the new season, probably this coming week, put them in, and probably, to be honest, in early April, I'm probably going to have to put the air conditioner in, which I don't want to do, but I think I'm going to have to. Here's some good news, though.
Oh.
With this air conditioner now.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I have the blackout curtains, they are insulation curtains that keep heat in, but also keep cool in. So those curtains should actually make it so that the cool stays in way better than it used to with my old shitty busted blinds. So this room will likely be very, very cool and nice climate control during the spring and summer when I have the air conditioner in. I don't want to put it in, but I'm going to have to, because if the heat's coming this early, I just got to do something. I can't just sit here sweating it out all day. Especially now, I have 2 high-end PCs for my setup. I can't have these PCs dying on me now because it's freaking overheating in here. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ, man. Just a reminder, I'll do it again so you can see the exact temperature we're dealing with here. For those that don't know, the temperature in Renton, Washington today is 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius as we speak right now, which you might say would be one of the hottest parts of the day, okay? That's 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius, okay? Just so you know how hot that is. I am not joking, Weston Evans. That is the official time.
Have you ever had popcorn chicken from KFC? I've barely eaten KFC in the last 20 years. I think in the last 20 years, I've had like maybe 2-3 KFC meals ever, and 1 or 2 of those was for DSP Tries It. I just don't eat KFC because it's bad.
Those don't count?
So, no, probably not. Or if I did, I don't remember.
Great question. We need to get some new questions going. I'll get the Jonathan Frakes up ready before tomorrow, I promise.
No, Kat did not play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. As I've explained, she played 1 and didn't like it, so she didn't care for 2. She didn't care about it.
Okay. Is that what you told her to think, or did she think that?
Blue barracudas or orange iguanas? I would go for the blue barracudas.
Good question. That is Contestants in the Legends of the Hidden Temple, which is the music we play when we go into the temple. Shoutouts to Blue Barracudas. I like the purple parrots.
Tony Baloney says, you're a hypocrite. You run ads on your live streams.
Yes.
Yes. Ads on my live streams that, number 1, can be avoided if you become a YouTube Premium member. That, number 2, you could just use an ad block to block. That, number 3, can be...
Philip, we can't say you can use an ad block to block when you could also do that with websites now, can we?
Avoided if you become a YouTube Premium member. That, number 2, you could just use an ad block to block. That, number 3, can be completely bypassed if you watch over on Kick where there are no ads. The point I'm making is if you want to read the Insider Gaming article, you have to fight through ads that are intrusive and ruin the site. The ads here are not intrusive and ruining my content. There's a million.
Yes, they legitimately stop your video and make you watch it. Well, that's pretty fucking intrusive, man. That's the definition of intrusive, is whatever you're watching, stop watching it. Here's something else you have to watch real quick.
And ruin the site. The ads here are not intrusive and ruining my content. There's a million ways that you can watch my content without ads.
Okay.
So there you go.
Make it make
Have I ever
sense.
been bowling? Yes. And it's fun.
Good question. What's your high score? I bet his high score is... I think one time I was approaching 100. I almost got 100 one time. I was using the rails, yes. Please, someone ask that. What's his high score? Please. 220? Yep, that's a good one. Kosky says, not a game he could ruin more than Disco Elysium. Now, is he getting into it? I didn't see any shit last night, obviously. Is he getting into the game, giving it a chance? What? Oh, my bad. How far behind?
Just literally.
There goes the crown again. What are we looking at here? Ooh, what you say? Ooh, and I thought it meant when. Well, because it did. Ooh, what you say? All for the best because it is.
I knew that was going to happen because it was making a noise. It was making a creaking noise. And I was like, what's making that creaking noise?
You kicked it. No, that's... You kicked it.
I knew.
He legitimately kicked it. Ready? Boom. I mean, how much do you have to lie? He hit it with his elbow. It's very clear. Let's just lie about everything. Why stop? Ready? There's the elbow. And I think it might be on purpose. Look at his elbow going out. Let's go to the videotape in Toronto here. This is elbowing. As you can see, his elbow extended out away from his body. We've decided that with his previous history, that will be a 4-game suspension.
Because it was making a noise. It was making a creaking noise. And I was like, what's making that creaking noise? And then the whole thing would fly. I knew it was going to move.
Okay.
All right. Let me grab my shit that just went flying. That was funny.
Okay. Well, you see what load 5 out of 150 does, guys.
My
You're seeing it
beer
right
helmet
now.
box is what I use to prop up my digital.
How much did that cost? Craftsman Company, the beer helmet.
Frame. It's the only box I have that's like the perfect size to do it. Remember a couple years ago, I did the Super Bowl event, and I had this thing on. It leaked all over me. It just literally was leaking all over me.
Why would you keep that box? Anyways, $20. You can have that robust drinking helmet. $22 these days. All right. Got to get the best of the best, right? Big up Shiny Teeth. So he won't roll over the extra for the next stream? Of course not. That's extra money for nothing. Exactly. If he had a thought in his head, he'd roll it over if he wants to hit goals quicker. But now we just want extra money. Shiny Teeth. Big ups.
Cool.
Great.
Did I ack when I laughed? Okay, well, good. I hope you enjoyed the ack.
Yes. Who doesn't? Love a good ack.
No, I did not see a SpongeBob Night Shift game. I don't know anything about it.
We have another ban from based KINO God 420. They just got banned.
Thoughts on gin? Gin can be good if you buy a good brand. Gin can also be terrible if you buy a low-end brand. Gin tends to burn like shit if you buy a low-end brand. But if you buy a smooth brand, I like how it has a citrusy botanical flavor to it. So it all depends. I don't really drink gin anymore. I used to drink it a lot. I haven't drank it in a very long time, actually.
Right. Definitely.
Jade, I think we had seen that game, didn't we? We had seen that on Game Pass at one point. I think it's supposed to be like a digital tour of Disneyland, but the funny part is I think it's outdated and they don't even have that stuff anymore. That's actually in that game. There is an email command. There is an email command on Kick now.
People are trying.
Avarice, how you doing today?
People are trying to do different.
What is
like
my biggest?
People are doing fake commands like uppercase give me money, uppercase robust, uppercase what's your robust level. People are having a lot of fun with those right now in Kick Chat. Seems to be the new thing.
Email command on Kick now. Avarice, how you doing today? What is my biggest fear regarding GTA 6 as Sure Shot? I would say my biggest fear would be because GTA Online made them the majority of their money last game, that they put all of their time, focus, and investment in that, and that the actual GTA 6 game itself is either too short or just not very good. That's maybe it's like a 20-hour experience doesn't have a lot of content, but then you rush into GTA Online and that has all the content.
20 hours is short now?
I don't want to care that much about GTA Online. I didn't like it in 5, and I'm probably not going to play it in 6. So I want 6 to be an amazing narrative experience with great characters, development, gameplay, graphic, everything.
20
I want
hours
it to be
short.
an awesome game that's going to be an awesome playthrough for you guys.
All
I don't
right.
want to say, oh, well, that was the afterthought. We rushed through it so that you could just go to play online, right?
We'll talk eventually. Big ups, Michael A.E. says, back before I knew what a lolcow was, I never imagined I'd hear a full-grown man whine about the heat in April. What would my ancestors say? They're shaking their heads. I mean, that's for fucking sure, man. Movie Sign says, so the next reward is to order a kid's meal from McDonald's, and we're the ones with mental stuntation. Quit bent, Phil. Well, don't forget, Movie Sign, this is an adult kid's meal, and it has normal shit inside, but the packaging is cool. So you're slightly felted on that one. Big ups. Slight felting, self-felting there. Then we'll talk eventually.
Am I playing 6 on PC or PS5 Pro? The rumor is it's going to only be on PS5, right? It's not going to be on PC at launch. There's never been a Rockstar game that's been PC and console co-launch at the same time. They usually port them to PC later. So I'll have to play it on PS5 Pro. So I'm happy that someone donated a PS5 Pro last year, so I'll have it for the game. That's awesome that they did that. Well, that is true. Yes, GTA 1 was on PC first. That is correct. Because
I'll try to be silent when he's silent so you can hear how long the silences are. It makes it more impactful if I'm silent as well.
Originally was a PC game, but as soon as they started going to Sandbox, right, when the games changed with GTA 3, they've always been on console first. What's the theme of my lights? It's like Sonic the Hedgehog. I want to have like a yellow and blue mix.
Yeah.
To match the logos and,
cool.
You know, the leaderboard today.
I thought that was Sonic.
I actually don't even know what the name of it is, though, because a lot of these I re-themed them.
Blue Speed.
It's called Bubblegum. Does it look like Bubblegum? No. See what I...
Nothing you ever say looks like what they are, but you see how dumb that is when you start thinking about if they really look like the things they're supposed to be?
I mean, like, I re-themed them. Probably originally it was like a pink color for Bubblegum. I just re-themed it because you can customize all these RGB light setups to do whatever you want. I think it looks pretty cool.
Oh, definitely looks pretty cool. Looks Sonic back there. I thought he was really
Guys,
here.
Can we get some support? We only have one tip. That's it. You're telling me no one out there is going to do super chat. We can't get one gifted sub. We can't get one member on this podcast. Cash, you got to be kidding me. Soul Potato, 22 months as a member, says, Phil, are you liking Shadows? Soul Potato, you obviously haven't been around. I quit it. And I made a big member, says, Phil, are you liking Shadows? Soul Potato, you obviously haven't been around. I quit it.
You obviously haven't been around, dumb fuck.
And I made a big video about why I quit it, and it's doing well and getting tons of views on my channel. So, no, I quit it. It's awful. It's super freaking boring. It's just not worth playing at this point. In fact, not even kidding, since I showed you guys the video, what, half an hour ago, it already got 200 more views. So it's actually...
Oh my god, 200 more? Oh my god, 200? Dude, he's cracked the code. 200 more?
Showed you guys the video, what, half an hour ago, it already got 200 more views. So it's actually doing very well in views for my kind of video anyway, because my video
What now, trolls? What now?
does never get any views.
Damn, 200? Are you serious? Jeez.
Oh, I know all about GTA Online and its ridiculousness, but hey, it caught on and everyone just kept playing it, so there you go. I mean, we talked about this, how games as a service basically ruined gaming because all these executives at these companies decided we just want to make games as a service games because GTA Online is popular and made so much money. What they don't realize is you actually have to have talent to make a good games as a service game that people want to spend money on, and that's the problem. They don't have talent. You know?
Okay. This guy does have talent, so listen up. Okay, this is talented podcasting right here.
Just because you made a games as a service game doesn't mean it's going to make money. It has to be good. And this is what all these game developers are missing.
Get out of town. Oh, you have to make a game people want to play? This is all new to me. Scopely has that talent. Oh, yes, they do. They fucking do. They got money to fucking burn, man. They don't give a fuck. They're buying every other mobile game they can right now. It's like, fuck it, we got more money than we fucking need ever in our life. Just buy everything. There's so many idiots giving them so much fucking money. They're just buying everything.
You guys don't really have much to talk about today. You guys are pretty quiet today. I'm shocked. Usually on this show, people come up with a whole bunch of topics and things, right? But not a lot of people are talking today. I mean, we have a good view.
To be honest, Philip, this is the Pat Sajak effect. We finished the Pat Sajak questions, so now people are kind of waiting for us to get ready for our next goal. That's why no one's asking questions.
Right?
Just kidding.
Not a lot of people are talking today. I mean, we have good viewership, but no one's really tagging me and talking about much. So
Nothing
is it that
funny.
you guys just want me to get to gameplay? I don't know. I mean, it's your call. I'll do whatever you guys want. I'm shocked that you guys aren't very talkative today.
It's the off season. Yeah, it's the off season right now. Everyone's recuperating, getting ready, and he banned 1,000 people today. That's the.
Oh, let's see here.
Doesn't help things. Yes, he did, Wolverine doll.
Well,
We
how
got
much
him
do I
all.
think the Switch 2 will cost? I honestly have no idea. I'll tell you this. If it's expensive, it's stupid. Like,
What
you
is
know this thing's
expensive
going to
for
be
you?
underpowered. It's
Okay, so how much do you think it's going to cost? This isn't interesting unless you say a number.
not going to be on par with modern high-end gaming consoles. So if they try to, say, charge the same as a PS5 Pro, I think that's incredibly stupid. I would
What's
say
your
the
number?
most they can charge is $500. The most. But I would expect,
I was thinking 400.
because it's Nintendo, for them to try to bring that price down to maybe like 300 or 400. But I guess we don't know because we don't know what the specs are. We don't know what's going to be in this thing yet. So until we actually get all the nitty-gritty, I don't think we can really have our answer yet. Right?
Yeah, $399. That sounds about right to me.
I think the Ninja Turtles event did end on Doom. I think this is the end of the now St. Patrick's Day event. But I think the Turtle event is finally over.
But no matter what they charge for, people are going to buy it. So $450, I believe. $500, I believe. Well, we'll talk
I don't give a
eventually.
shit about Pokemon Go being bought by Scopely. Why would I care?
Well,
What do
yeah, the thing you've spent more money on than anything else in your entire life, including your house, is put on by that company. So you might have an opinion on what Scopely is doing. Some people might think so, but I don't know.
Oh, I don't give a shit about Pokemon Go being bought by Scopely. Why would I care?
Okay.
What would I have to add to that? Nothing.
Do you think they might add more gotcha elements? Do you think they might change how the monetization goes with that game? Okay. Well, it's one way to own the meme. Yeah, he helped finance it. Yeah, you
The
were
rumor
part
is
of that.
between $400 and $500 for Switch 2.
He was part of that buy. He was part of that takeover.
Yeah, right. Adam says GTA 6 will bring world peace and end hunger. Yeah, right. But I consider doing karaoke on my birthday stream. I can't. Again, I keep telling you guys, you can't play music. You try playing music on YouTube or whatever, you get muted and blocked. They'll even mute the stream. They'll turn the stream off. I've had music streams I did in the past before YouTube started doing that. And then they, after the fact, block the whole stream, cannot be watched.
Yes.
It's just not possible. It sucks.
Yeah, he's saying such great hits such as no means yes and yes means no. Take off the pants and get to the mission. They were great songs, let me tell you. The world misses those songs. Husky in the house says, imagine being 42 and asking if your pals want to watch you drink and play Minecraft, then calling yourself a married, mature adult in the same decade. A sad thought, Husky. A sad thought. Big ups. Yeah, Dragula. But he really sang the song on that one.
No, I only played Pokemon Go when it was brand new. When it was brand new, I played it for a few months, and I made a big video about it because I actually did go to Seattle and did like walk.
Take her virginity without permission. That's the exact lines. Yes.
I played it for a few months, and I made a big video about it because I actually did go to Seattle and did like walking around doing it in Seattle. And that was over on my KO Gaming channel in like 2017. So it was like 8 years ago. And then after that, I never played it again. I just dropped it completely and stopped playing it.
He also made a video about how to do it, but in his video about how to play Pokemon Go, which again they started playing on their staycation, and his response was how to play good Pokemon Go is just buy stuff, buy lures, so you don't have to leave your house. He also added like reviews for the food they got while on that staycation. So that was a pretty cool video about how to play Pokemon Go effectively.
DCW, how you doing, man? He says, you know, I see what you're saying about AC Shadows, but that's what I like. I get home from work and I just want to chill. See you later for Yakuza. And again, if that's what you're looking for in a game, if you're looking for quantity over quality, a lot of people say the reason I like the Ubisoft games is because they're always insanely long and have a ton of content. If that's what you're looking for, yeah, admittedly, you'll get that out of an Ubisoft game, whether you're playing Star Wars Outlaws or a Far Cry or an Assassin's Creed. They're all very grindy. They all have a ton of stuff, but I just don't find any of it very interesting. So since it's not interesting, I don't want to play it. Here's the thing, right?
Okay,
for a lot of people, gaming is your downtime relaxation. You're coming home from school or work, and you need time to unwind. So you just unplug your brain, you boot up a game, and you just grind, and it feels relaxing. I've been there.
That's exactly why Philip likes JRPGs, by the way. He's going to tell you he doesn't, but this is exactly why he likes JRPGs, because he doesn't care about the story. Just goes through all the battles, you know, not thinking, and then just doing it. That's why he likes JRPGs. And it takes no skill at all, right? Zero skill. Big ups movie science. I got your bird right here, Dave.
Used to do that with certain games. I'd pull up a drink of rum and Coke, and I'd sit there chugging and just playing a game of relaxing. Okay? That's not my situation. My situation is my time is incredibly valuable because it's not relaxation, it's content. I have to make entertaining content for you, and there's just nothing entertaining about modern Ubisoft games. The gameplay is boring, repetitive, doesn't have much of note to entertain any kind of an audience. If we were just sitting here doing unwind relaxation nights, sure.
Like thousands of other streamers do?
But I'm trying to actually put out entertaining streams and show you games, and if the games are boring, I can't really make the stream good. All I can do is make fun of the game, and that only goes so far, right?
Yeah. When your repertoire of jokes is scat and repeating things and acting, I mean, you're kind of... There's not so much you can do there, guys. You understand that. Come on. There's only so many jokes you can make about shit and shoving stuff in your ass. It's pretty tough.
So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Definitely my situation is different than a lot of people's.
Bingo.
Okay.
Nailed it.
I received a $5 tip from Mars Inhabitant. How do you think Trump is doing so far? Do you want to know my honest take? I have no idea. Since, essentially, I tried DS Politics, and people didn't like the show because I wasn't...
Skill issue?
Ultimately leaning towards one direction or the other. And I was trying to have more sane takes than just attacking another side as some kind of a crazy, you know, polarized villain. Since no one else really cared for that and the show kind of failed within about a month and a half, I haven't really followed politics. I hear from time to time, oh, he's signing this executive order and this is happening and that's happening.
Oh, sweet.
I'm not really following it.
No spoilers.
To be honest. And it's funny because we've heard so many things. He's going to change the tax code. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. But none of it's happened yet. All you hear is the rumors. I guess the biggest thing he's doing is his tariffs, right? And I guess it remains to be seen, how will the tariffs affect things? Will they actually help, hurt? Will it short-term hurt, long-term help? I really don't know. Since I haven't been following it, I feel like I shouldn't be the one to talk about it. I'd be pretty uneducated on it and look like an idiot speaking of things that I haven't got caught up on, so I'd rather just abstain. Okay.
Yeah, my takes are not insane. Attacks a food bank. We don't want to make any insane takes like attacking a food bank, right? Oh, Mr. Extravagant in the house. We have a tip from Mr. Extravagant. Says, I got 50% off the TJ Maxx today. God bless. Oh, thank you, Mr. Extravagant, for getting things rolling today.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Double pump. Look at that. You think you can pull this off? You think streaming's easy? Look at this. The double pump. Pump, wipe, pump. Boom. Now what? Trolls real quiet since that dropped. That was the bump. Loosen it up. Bump again. Goes deeper in the gullet
Confirms,
that
yeah,
way.
we're going to try
Oh,
Adam Full on Thursday, see what it's like. Again, the good thing about these games that are on Game Pass is I can give them as many shots as I want until I decide whether or not I want to continue them or not. We'll see if it's good. If it's good, I'll keep playing. If it's not, we'll stop. It depends. People are saying you can beat the game in like 5 hours if you rush through it and do no content. Like if you just do story, you can beat it like super fast. But others are saying, nah, if you give it time, it does have a good amount of content. So I guess we'll have to see.
I got to get that boom goes the dynamite. Andy's
the first Berserkers Kazan game I'm not interested in. It is literally yet another one of these Soulsborne knockoffs. And unlike Another Crab's Treasure, which was incredibly unique because it was more cartoony and underwater last year, or Lies of P, which essentially was the pseudo sequel to Bloodborne, this one doesn't look unique enough to me at all. It just kind of looks like, eh. Well, there hasn't been a Soulsborne recently, so let's just toss off our attempt at one. No.
Hello?
There hasn't been a Soulsborne recently, so let's just toss off our attempt at one. No.
What? Toll, I don't know how people would do this one. Toll, toss, toll. Huh?
There hasn't been a Soulsborne recently, so let's just toss off our attempt at one. No. I'm not going to play it.
Nailed it.
I don't care.
Toll, tail, tall, toll. One out there. Last time.
One, no. I'm not going
to. Wait. Okay. This will be funny if I can pull this off effectively. Ready?
To play. I born recently, so let's just toss off our attempt at one. No. I'm not going to play.
No.
Sit, and boom goes the dynamite.
Bingo. Nailed it.
I don't care.
Nailed it. That was some kind of ritual, I think. Tool, towel, toll, towel, toll. I gotta get that on soundbite. No, I don't need the video. Gotta be something quick. I'm not paused, by the way. Here we go. That's for you.
That's fucking dope.
Well, anyone have anything else they want to talk about, or?
After Disco Elysium, I should try Crusader Kings 3. You think so? No,
Good.
Cat's not interested in co-op games right now, so we're not playing Split Fiction.
Anything she is interested in? Why don't we start with things she is interested in? Is there anything she likes at this time?
Adam Fall has a 75 on Metacritic. I haven't looked into it yet. Again, I'm going to try it simply because it's on Game Pass. Even if it had a bad rating, I'd probably still give it a shot. Even if it's only for one stream. You know, it's worth it to give it a shot if it's on Game Pass, so.
Big ups, Aaron. So I'll never understand why he's so offended by ads. Normal people just don't care because we need something to bitch about. You know that, right? You know. Most people understand that makes the world go around, man. Ads make the world go around, but you don't have to see them. It's pretty easy to get around them.
I used to watch Black Mirror a long time ago, years and years ago. I haven't watched it in many years.
Great question. He loves ads. Remember?
Would I consider making a video?
Oh, listen, legitimately, remember, Triple P said this on the DMs. Philip said he would change his VPN to see different ads around the world. And he legitimately spent his time doing this, guys. Yes. He legitimately did this as a way to spend his time. Global ad watcher real. That's not a lie. Well, it was part of the snakening, so remember that. It might be all a lie. It's all part of the program.
Would I consider making a video saying everything I thought about Switch 1? I could, but I don't know how entertaining that would be to an audience. The reason I say that is because I wasn't necessarily a person who was all over the Switch 1. You know, I played the first-party titles, correct? Every once in a while, I jumped into a third-party, but really my focus was on the other consoles most of the time. A lot of people would probably say, why are you making this video when you didn't really spend a lot of time with it. Like, you skipped this game and this game and this game and this game. So who are you to say anything about the Switch, right? Like, for example, I have literally not once played the Switch as a handheld.
Okay.
I have literally always had the Switch docked and plugged into my TV whenever I played it.
In your
so
situation?
I couldn't even tell you how it functions as a handheld.
Okay. Well, you don't go anywhere, so it's not really, you're not the target audience. I think the target audience for Switches are people that do leave their house more than once a week, honestly. Let's call it a hot take. But
I received a $10 tip, thank you, to Alex from Phoenix. Let's see what he has to say, but first let's play an animation.
Things are pretty slow, so I'm just trying to help out.
Yeah? And let's get him on a leaderboard as well, because he's the top contributor.
Definitely. Guys, can we pick it up, please? Aaron has a theory, by the way. The reason we never heard the bird before now is because it needed a replacement for the rabbit. Now, I believe it. I would believe that. I'm not saying it's not possible.
Oh, since I first bought my PS5 in 2010, I only played 3 games that I thought were worth the money. God of War Ragnarok, Ghost of Tsushima, the upgraded version, and Horizon Forbidden West. I don't play Dark Souls-type games, but it's simply not good enough for 5 years of a console lifetime. In the past, there would have been more, right? Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree this console generation of PS5 and Xbox Series S and X has had little to no good console exclusives. The games that are the best on consoles are cross-platform, across console, and on PC. So you don't necessarily have to own a particular console to play the best games of this generation at all. For the most part, you could have just gotten by with any of the 3 consoles, and you would have been all right. And this is maybe the first time ever that that's happened. It's probably one of the major reasons why Xbox has changed their attitude and is no longer pushing the Xbox Series. Instead, they're like, oh, your laptop is an Xbox. Your phone is an Xbox. Your smart TV can be an Xbox. Your keyboard can be an Xbox. I guess you could actually put the graphics on the RGBs of the keyboard. See, it's RGB. So maybe you could have that could be the graphics of the game. I don't know. But yeah, I think they're all kind of giving up at this point. I mean, Sony's not giving up. But has Sony really come out with any big exclusives recently? Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Their big one's going to be GTA 6, let's be honest.
Why start now?
But yeah, previously, you would buy the big console, whether it was the Nintendo console, the Sega console, the Sony console, the Microsoft console, the Ouya. Okay, maybe not the Ouya. But whatever console you bought, you essentially were going to get a library of exclusives that were great and worth owning that console. And that's really what made the console wars viable. And now it's really hard to even argue that there are console wars because there just aren't any real exclusives anymore, right? If you own a non-mechanical keyboard, you're not a gamer. I think these are called tactile keyboards, these 2 that I have here. I actually have a mechanical keyboard over there with the clicky keys. But this keyboard, or these keyboards, are gaming keyboards that have the lowest millisecond wireless connection. They're called Lightspeed. It's actually brand new technology from Logitech.
Yeah,
so these are actually high-end gaming keyboards. Even though normally you would say, oh, wireless keyboard, that doesn't have the clicky key isn't necessarily competitive. These actually are considered competitive grade keyboards. Not that it matters. I'm not a competitive player, but I got really good keyboards for this setup.
These are actually Lightspeed. It says right on the box. You see that? Lightspeed technology. So this is Lightspeed. Holy shit, big ups, Brack, man. Thank you so much, sir. The Pig Roach has no appreciation for art or the work that goes into it. He gets on the soapbox, regurgitates edgelord takes, which are as thin as tissue paper. All for clicks. Love for games faded long ago. Pure animalistic ignorance and lack of empathy. Brack, man, I very much appreciate that, sir. I know I can't... It's hard to say how much I appreciate that, but I really do appreciate that, sir. Thank you. We did hit the goal. And with that, we did hit the goal. We have opened up Jonathan Frakes questions tomorrow. We'll all do it.
Oh, let's see here.
We'll show you the new questions tomorrow. Chew is smiling upstairs, yes. I can feed my bird now. Shut up back there! Shut up,
Arcade
kids.
Cup has tipped me $1.10. Well, thank you, Arcade Cup, for $1.10 tip. I appreciate that.
No, I'm not. I told you, if I ever feel that feeling of crying, I will shut up.
What is the
And if-
funniest thing Jasper ever did? I don't know. He does funny stuff all the time. I can't grade the stuff that he's done against it. He's just overall a very silly and cute cat. Excuse me. Wow, I almost exploded against it. He's just overall a very silly and cute cat. Excuse me. Wow, I almost.
Are we okay?
That he's done against it. He's just overall a very silly and cute cat. Excuse me. Wow, I almost exploded. Did I ever play Virtual Boy? Yes.
Oh, that was a hairball. Speaking of Jasper, I think I have a hairball.
Back in the day, in the 1990s, there was a place, you may have heard of it. It was called Blockbuster Video. It was a video rental business, and you could go there to rent videotapes like VHS tapes, but also video games. And when I went there one time,
mentioning cat makes him puke.
My family, they had a Virtual Boy set up as a demo. And I remember I played the Wario game and I played tennis. Those are the two games that I played on it. And it was funny because at first it's like, whoa, the 3D effect is interesting. You can see Wario kind of going in and out of the background. You could see the ball flying forward and back. But I'm not kidding you. Even back then, before this was a joke and a running meme, using that thing for about 5 minutes, you actually get massive eye strain and a headache. I was just sitting 5 minutes, I was playing it. And my parents went to look at movies and stuff, and then they came back, and I was like, this. They're like, what's wrong? I was like, oh, I have a headache. I can't see. I have a headache. The thing's terrible. I can't imagine that they didn't test that fucking thing to find out that it was going to kill your eyes.
I remember, just to say, I was not even born yet, but I tried that in the store when I was still an idea in my parents' head, and I did not have that experience. I thought it was insane. But I was too young to know what was going on, of course. I was literally an infant. But when I did that at the store, I thought it was pretty fucking cool. I didn't want one. I mean, I just thought, I was like, wow, this is insane. What's going on here? That's what I was doing. I was too young. I don't remember it that well. I don't know what's going on, actually. I was too young.
Do I have any good stories? I got tons of good stories. People have actually said they would be interested in me doing maybe a series on my DSP Throwback channel where I could tell stories about growing up in the 80s and 90s, being a gamer, and maybe tying that to either gameplay or reminiscing, watching old playthroughs, stuff like that. That could be a pretty neat series. We might have to flesh that one out a little more, but that would be something I'd be interested in doing.
Okay. Oh, man. This is a show, isn't it? This is
Your friend
a
has
show.
a Virtual Boy unopened in the box? That's crazy. Probably a collector's item now, because they were rare. They were rare. They made a whole bunch. No one bought them, so then they liquidated them, but people considered them junk. So most of them were likely thrown out or destroyed over time. Now to have one intact in the box that's actually like pristine probably is worth tons of money.
Let's see.
Jade says, I used to go to Blockbuster to watch Godzilla movies. Me too. Actually, that's where I got my exposure to Godzilla. I had seen like the original Godzilla on TV, and I went to Blockbuster, and they had a section for Godzilla. That's where I saw like Mothra, Biolante, the Smog Monster. I watched a whole bunch of Godzilla movies that I rented at Blockbuster back in the day. That was
we got the three things on that list, though. Got to give him credit. Usually he's a 2 and out.
Really fun to see those there and get exposure because they weren't really played on American TV.
Jade said, I go to Blockbuster, look Godzilla movies.
If Eddie came to me for a steak deal, would I consider a slot stream? I don't know, because I don't know what that means. I don't understand how these steak deals work. I don't know about slot streams or anything, so I can't comment on it. I'm like completely uneducated.
You wouldn't
so I'm not going
shill,
to say
right?
a word because I would probably just not know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't shill it,
I don't
though,
think he's
right?
going to come to me for a steak deal, considering I don't even get 100 viewers on a stream.
Ooh.
And we're seeing a huge drop-off in support on Kick now that basically all the KINO Casino viewers are gone. So I'm not getting much support anymore via Kick. It kind of sucks. I was getting a lot of support via Kick, and now it looks like it's going to go away, which stinks. But there's not much I can do about that, right? Fluffy Kitties, $2 super chat saying, I remind them of Wario. Well, there you go. I'm glad to hear that. Wario is, as we know, a huge gaming, caricature.
Hey.
And it's an honor to be said that I remind you of Wario. There you go.
Husky says,
Have I ever gambled in Vegas?
ride the Assassin's Creed view boost. Tuning of the splats. Well, we're showing our comedy. Kenny B. Writing says he keeps repeating the I can afford it part. I think he's like just letting people know, I can afford it. It's not about money, guys. I can afford it. Things are going well over here, okay? Definitely. Big ups.
Have I ever gambled in Vegas? Yes, but very minimally. Basically just some slots. That's it.
How'd that go?
Why do I think support on Kick is dropping? Because most of the people who are watching me on Kick were KINO Casino viewers. And since essentially they decided to snake me, right?
Hold on a minute, Philip. We cannot say they snaked you, right? Because this was all part of the plan. So let's hear this again. I thought you were the one snaking them, King Snake. Huh?
Casino viewers. And since essentially they decided to snake me, right? Well, then the viewers are going to go with them. There's very few people who are watching KINO Casino that stick around. Most of them have now left, and those who are supporting have stopped. And I think that's sad because the other day someone said to me, Phil, will you hold it against us if we still watch KINO Casino and support them, but we also want to come and watch you? And I said, no. So outside of this stream, I really don't care what you guys do. I really don't. If you're going to go watch detractors, if you're going to go watch someone else, I don't give a crap. Just don't bring it into my content. As long as you don't bring it to my streams, the toxicity or whatever, we're good. All right? So just leave it at that. And I think what's happened is, so those are like, okay, well, that's cool. Phil's not going to hold this against us. So a lot of people have continued to support the casino, and then they come here and still watch. But I think those people, quite frankly, are afraid to support my content. I'm being honest. I think that they think that if they support me and the casino, that this is going to cause some kind of drama. And so therefore, they're going to choose the casino because the casino's bigger than me. And there's nothing I can do about that. All right? There's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is continue to grind away, make good content, and try to build my channel, further. Get genuine viewers who are here to watch me rather than, I only checked it out as a favor to the casino.
Ashton! How could you? After I trusted you. Andy! After all we went through, you chose to snake me. And this is my repayment. I'll stop. I am unpaused. Have been for a little bit now. Okay.
Could you stop with the nonsense, Glitter Bomb? You're being stupid. Just stop spamming that. Yes, Jade, we will do some Nuketown today. Glitter Bomb.
Glitter Bomb said... I can't see Glitter Bomb. No, I can't see what Glitter Bomb said. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't stop. I'm not interrupting anything. You're right. I could just keep doing it the whole time.
Could you stop with the nonsense, Glitter Bomb? You're being stupid. Just stop spamming that.
I didn't.
Yes, Jade, we will do some.
Can you dress up as a waifu made for a stream? I'll donate a big amount, says Glitter Bomb.
Nuketown today.
Hilarious.
We'll do some Nuketown today for sure. We always do. We always do some Nuketown when we play Call of Duty.
Yeah, definitely, Jade. Don't worry, Jade. Cool. See you today. Can Nuketown end it? Cool. You? That's what he said. So, I mean, good comment, Jade. I'm not quite ready to agree with that all the way, though, but I can see your point. Definitely. I can see your point. Very brave take. Okay, Jade? Very brave.
Yeah, see, that's the truth. I don't care if people stay in the middle. If there's people who are like, I don't care either way, I like both. I like the casino, I like Phil. I'm okay with that. I don't give a crap. I'm not one of these people that's like, you must select sides and it has to be black or white, this one or that one. If you like both, go for it. Watch both. Support both. I'm happy for that. I really am. But sadly, what's happened is these people, are simps. A lot of these people are simps. They want to simp for the big boys. They want to simp for the big dogs, you know? And here's the other thing that I should say, because it's kind of funny, all right?
Go ahead.
So, dude, I'm going to say this and just get it out of the way. And I'm going to move.
Uh-oh! Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me, you have my curiosity and now you have my full attention. Go ahead.
On my merry way, because I don't want to hang on this all day. All right, but here we go. You ready? Did you notice something about the difference between the work ethic of myself and KINO Casino? Did you ever notice the big difference? That I'm here 6 days a week streaming full time, busting my ass, putting out content constantly for an audience, and they stream 3 times a week, not even a full day, and then they take tons of time off, and then they're
because they can, and if DSP could, he would also do that. So, really not making much sense here. But go on. I'm sure we'll get to the point here.
Constantly on vacation, and then they cancel shows, and then they're late. Do you ever notice that?
Because they can.
Do you want to know why that is? Because you guys simp for them. That's why. Because you simp for the casino.
Why are we giving, like, just... All right, KINO Casino, again, is getting the gift of working with DSP because, once again, whenever their next fucking show is, content not required anymore because DSP is going to endlessly spout shit like this, which they can go watch and crack their fucking heads off about, as they should, and now we can do it too, giving everyone content except his own audience. Here we go.
Because you guys simp for them. That's why. Because you simp for the casino, you enable them to have that kind of shitty work ethic. You understand? If you didn't simp for them every stream and throw them thousands of dollars for simply turning the stream on, they would have to work. And they would have to work more. And they would have to work harder. And they would have to have better events rather than just the same old shtick. They would actually have to innovate instead of just doing the same thing every time they turn on their fucking streams. Do you get it? They'd have to...
Philip, how do you innovate? And please don't tell me a Sonic RGB setup, okay? This is unbelievable, man. If you didn't give them money, they'd have to actually work, guys. Oh my god.
Instead of just doing the same thing every time they turn on their fucking streams.
I'll put it back on.
You get it? They'd have to work more than 3 times a week. Wow, what a novel concept. You'd get more content if you didn't simp out as much. Me, I bust my ass because I'm the blue-collar dude who never had giant popularity. I always was the underdog on YouTube. I always did things differently. I didn't get the sponsorships. I didn't get the ball suckers. I didn't get any of that.
They don't have they don't have sponsorships.
So I've always had to break my back to make a living. Now here I am.
Okay, hold on.
You have done that yourself.
Okay, go ahead.
17 years later, and I still break my back to make a living, but I'm happy and I get to make content that I like, and I don't have anyone simping for me, quite frankly. All right.
Philip, you can't have people that have gifted, let's see, 1,091 subs and say you don't have someone simping for you. And I want to say, what does simping mean? That means wailing out, is what he's trying to tell you, right?
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate it.
So, couldn't you say that you also have some simps, according to his definition? I want to reiterate.
And I get to make content that I like, and I don't have anyone simping for me, quite frankly.
Okay.
Or I don't.
Makes
I get people who are regulars who come by, but there's no one here who's like, oh, Phil turned on the stream. Here's $1,000 just because. If you guys would stop fucking simping, they would actually have to work hard. They don't right now because you keep giving them everything for nothing. So if you're like, man, I hate it when the casino goes on a vacation after vacation after vacation after vacation, you're the one who's giving them the vacation. Don't you get that?
Wow.
It's your reason that they're doing that. If you didn't give them so much for so little, then they would have to work.
Ultimate cope.
It's called cause and effect. It's pretty simple, but people don't seem to understand. I've been saying this about the games industry all along, too. If you don't reward lazy game devs for lazy work by simping and buying all their games, then they'll do better. How many people complain about how every Pokemon sucks, but then they buy every Pokemon anyway, and then they buy the merch, and then they buy the amiibo, and then they buy this? Well, they're never going to improve unless you force them to. If you keep simping for the casino, guess what? They're never going to improve. They'll always have the same content, only 3 days a week, delaying streams, canceling streams, bad work ethic, vacation after vacation. It will continue. It's direct cause and effect. I don't know why people don't understand that. You know, I just don't get it. But every time that I would see people would come on my streams and be complaining about the casino, they'd be like, why is the casino not streaming, Phil? I don't know. Maybe because last time they turned on their stream, you threw them thousands of dollars before they even said a word. Did you ever think about
so insane, man?
That? Like,
so salty, so jealous, so much cope in one stream, man. What the fuck is going on? And let me tell you, this is so fucking dumb. That's why he's a lolca, because I know what he's doing. This is going to make people simp harder, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Philip doesn't like when we do this. Well, you know what we're going to do now?
Thousands of dollars before they even said a word. Did you ever think about that? Like, now they don't have to work. Why are you a simp? I don't get it.
Wow. Yeah, and Philip gave them money too. Is yet he a simp then? Sir, this is a Rainforest Cafe. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you up to bed. We got it.
Anyway, that's just the point. So, you know, I don't understand. It's like people just don't have common sense. They don't. They just don't have any common sense at all. And then they complain. And
no one complains about that, though. It's like, that's the thing. He's talking about a problem no one's talking about. I mean, I don't keep up with the, let's say, the KINO Casino Twitterverse, but are their fans complaining about their schedule? I'm sure maybe they'd like more, but if you want to have a fucking 10-hour stream, you got to let some stuff build, right? So who's complaining about this except DSP, right? Where is the complainer?
They just don't have any.
So what he's actually complaining about is that they stream a lot less than him, yet are able to make that so much more than him, right? That's the only thing we're complaining about. We're not complaining about they don't stream as much as he wants. He's just complaining that they don't stream as much as him, yet make much more than him. So it's just all jealousy and cope. So it makes sense. Richard says, hey, Siri, define cope and seethe. Thank you.
Any common sense at all. And then they complain. And why are you complaining? You're the one that created the situation. It happens in the gaming world. It happens in the content creation world, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
Take a look at the direct difference, okay? You have supported me in droves way more in the last 8 months. We're hitting goals, right?
Yeah.
We're doing constant special events, the return of DSP Tries It, the return of regular marathons that you get to choose what we're doing during them. We're doing
That's not
special
true.
streams like Lego build nights. I'm
Bus.
constantly improving my setup. I'm buying things for the setup. I'm improving everything. Since you started supporting me more, all of the quality has massively improved.
That's not true.
Up. Correct?
That's not true.
What has happened since you guys started supporting the casino more? They work less and they take more time off.
And remember, Philip has said that if he gets enough support, he will also stream less by taking 2 days off a week. Remember that? So, yeah.
Maybe you should think about that a little bit.
Maybe you should think about that a little bit.
But the point is, it ain't going to change because people simp because they're stupid. People don't simp for Darkside Phil. They come to Darkside Phil streams, they enjoy the content, and they say, oh, I really like this. I'm so happy that Phil sticks to his guns, hasn't changed, doesn't let others influence him. I'll support that. And so I really am kind of the blue-collar streamer. I do make a good living, but I have to bust my ass to get that living. You see, I don't have anyone who's kissing my butt, sending me ridiculous amounts of money for no reason. I have to actually...
Sending me ridiculous amounts of money for no reason? They're doing a show that clearly a lot of people like and want to support. Tell me one difference of what KINO Casino does and what Philip does. Just different kinds of content.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Big ups, Lord Grimm. Yes, this is all part of the snakening. Yes, this is all part of it that he did. Let's not forget, he started this by saying they snaked him. So that whole bullshit about is all snakening by Philip, the master plan, that's all out the fucking window. And that lasted what? 4 days?
But sending me ridiculous amounts of money for no reason, I have to actually earn it. That's the difference here, okay?
Okay, well, thanks for the content. Great. A lot of stuff to talk about now on that being said. Big ups.
I'm being told it's white collar versus blue collar. Well, whatever the fuck the term is, I don't give a shit. It's called having to work to earn your keep and being okay with busting your ass in order to earn stuff. Get it?
That's not true. It's very dumb. If you have ability to make more money in less time, everyone on Earth would take that, right? Everyone on Earth would take that. Tony T said, my girlfriend heard him say he's a blue-collar worker and asked if he had another job. She doesn't know this is his back-breaking job. Yep, he's talking about that now, Tony T. Big ups.
And being okay with busting your ass in order to earn stuff. Get it? Versus getting handed everything and then instead of rewarding, actually taking away.
What? You said you would do that, though. You've said you would do that yourself.
All right. Review Dropbox USA did a $2 tip saying it's a cope. There's no cope. You're the one coping.
Oh, the message was, insane cope, Phil. More money, less work is the goal. Are you going to point out that second part of that super chat, Philip, or no? You going to or no? You saw it.
Review Dropbox USA did a $2 tip saying it's a cope. There's no cope.
Okay.
You're the one coping. Because...
What? You've activated my trap card. No, you. Whoa.
When faced with reality, people who are simps can't handle it and immediately have to try to adjust. Oh, no, that's not the case. I'm not a simp. That's not what's happening. No, this is it. No, that's what's happening.
Could you read the second half?
That's literally what's happening.
Could you read the second half?
You're simps. You allow them to have that lifestyle because you're simps. And look who you're simping for. Holy shit. You're not simping for Pokemon. You're not simping for Amaranth. Look who you're simping for.
Philip, could you please explain the differences there? Why would that be different?
Holy shit.
Could you explain that further? Could you explain that further? What's the difference there, Philip?
Thanks for the $2 super chat. Okay.
We're going to bring up Lex for good measure? Why don't we bring her up? Why not? Why stop now? I have to earn it. Yes, by begging every 10 minutes. That's correct, Iwamoto. He plays WPIG Champion so he can stream more days for you. Oh, Mario Faker figured it out. That's why he plays WPIG Champions, because he wants to stream more. Yes, that's it. Juan Rodriguez says, what's funny is he wants to hit the goal before he starts gaming, so he also wants tons of money for nothing. Good point, Juan Rodriguez. Let's hit the goal before I start gameplay, so I don't have to worry about it. That's what he says. Paul Polkat, say blue collar again. Nick says, Kino has a YouTube clip channel at Dwarves Phil's Views. Yeah, because they make stuff that people want to see. Not the... Let's be generous and say 400 people that want to see Philip's pre-streams, and let's say half of those are detractors, so cut them out. And how many people really donate? 10?
No, I never simped for the casino. What the fuck are you talking about? God,
yes.
You're stupid.
But you did send them money, so what's the difference, please? What's the difference, Philip? Please. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. What's the difference, please? Any difference there, or... Okay, well, we'll get there later.
Matty Vincent, I know, and that's why I told you guys I'm done with this shit. That's why. I mean, again, I was in a situation where people were constantly trying to change who I was. Were trying to pull me into content I didn't want to be a part of. And then were telling me, oh, if you don't do it, well, we're going to force you to do it anyway.
I'd like to see that part of the leaks, actually, Philip, because the only thing I saw about the leaks is we can be a kind of lolcow live, right? We can keep this narrative going. How many times did he say narrative in this, right? Let's see. Let's see here with the Snort Exchange timeline here. I'm going to bring up just one sentence here real quick here. Real quick. Oh, come on. Narrative. Here we go. So, let's see. They have this... where is it? That's Triple P's. I want to see one from Philip here because he's the one that brought it up very often. Oh, they said narrative twice on that one. Fuck it. We're losing steam here. But here we go. Let's see. Fuck it. I'm not going to find it. But anyways, he says it a lot. Trust me.
That's why I'm gone. That's why I'm not a part of that anymore. I saw the writing on the wall. I saw how toxic it was getting. Mm-hmm. And I just had enough. and I had to get myself out of that situation. And that's why I had set it out that way, that I had ways out. I wasn't trapped, okay? And that's a good thing that I did that, but I always knew that if I got out, it was going to be a situation where, sadly, there was going to be repercussions and fallout and drama and nonsense. And I always knew that was going to happen. It's unavoidable. If you involve yourself with drama and people who are involved in drama, you're going to always have that element of drama. All right? There's no real way to get out of it. So, sadly, you know, it is what it is. But I'm happy that now I'm not doing that content anymore. I have no desire to do that content anymore. I'm back to myself. If you haven't noticed, a lot more gaming. Not this.
Okay, so who's the guest for Smart Guys on Thursday? I wonder.
Nonsense constantly, right?
Okay.
So, yeah. I hope that you're seeing the changes, that we're going back to how it was and things are getting better. What we really need right now is good games. And the problem is we're not really getting them. We're getting shitty games like Assassin's Creed Shadows that just aren't worth our time. We need better games. And then we can really get back on track, right? Oh, excuse me.
KINO Casino is a banned word.
Mozzie, $2.
KINO Casino is a banned word in his kick chat, by the way.
Super chat. Thanks, but no. I told you, I'm done with drama. I don't want anything to do with this shit. I don't want to be involved in it. I'm not going to invite it. No, we're done with all of that. It's really over.
Oh, yeah. Let me find that. From that song, Legend. Back to the old Phil, who I actually hate to be. No, that's my next door neighbors are doing construction. That's not my squeaky chair. It's outside. They're doing drilling. It's not a bird. It's actually outside. They're doing construction. It is not a bird or my chair. You're the hammering right now?
Whole lot of socks in YouTube chat today. Tons of them.
Yes. Hear the hammer?
If I get on my hands and knees and say thank you,
it's not me. Self-aware Burnell says, "Felt me once, shame on me. Felt me once, shame on you. Felt me twice, shame on my wife." Big up, self-aware Burnell. Back to the old Phil.
Yeah, look how many of these freaking stupid,
actually hate
dumbass sock accounts there are. Holy shit! I wasn't even paying attention. And I looked. I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot. That's a ridiculous amount.
That's a ridiculous amount.
A sock account is when someone makes a dummy account that's really not an account they're going to use. It's like a burner account because they've likely already gotten banned under another account, or they're just looking to harass. It's a disposable account meant solely for negative purposes.
I guess I'm back to the old Phil, who I actually hate to be, because I'm not meant to play the role of victim for the rest of my life. I was far more effective when people cared about what I had to say, but I can't do that if I'm just a whipping boy the entire internet. So I hope this was a bit of a miscommunication, and we can learn and move on from it, so we can all benefit.
Okay. All right, guys. Anything else can we talk about?
Remember Philip said he didn't do shit like control stuff? So I'm not too keen to jump into a position where you fabricate that scenario again. It could be worth it if we're controlling the narrative the way LOLcow Live obviously fabricated and controls their fake drama, but we then have to find the way that monetization angle to take advantage of it. My big supporters are way fewer than yours and already keeping me going, so the question is how to capture others who would pay for this drama and ensure it's worth the trouble. Really seems like other people were talking him into stuff, doesn't it, here? Interesting. Okay. This is DSP's talking, by the way. Just want to remind you. Okay. Definitely.
No, not doing anything for April Fool's Day. When is April Fool's Day? I don't even...
How do you not know what April Fool's Day is? Silver snakes all day. Big ups, Tony T. I'm a purple parrot.
No.
Come on. How do you not know when April Fool's Day is, man?
No, not doing anything for April Fool's Day. When is April Fool's Day?
Yeah,
I don't even know. I think we all have enough foolishness around here recently. We don't need to be doing anything for April Fool's Day. It's a week from today, actually. Nah.
When is April Fool's Day? Nice. When's April Fool's Day?
But I opened Pokemon cards on stream because the chase cards are worth $2,000. If there was a reason to, like, let's say, for example, okay, there's a new Pokemon game that comes out, and people want me to play it, and I play it, and it gets good support.
This is the hard work he was talking about.
It could be similar to, say, Smart Guys, where maybe if I could get my hands on Pokemon cards, which I'd be shocked if I could, because as you know, those things are in massive demand. But let's say I actually was able to buy some Pokemon cards. And we can say, hey, if we hit a certain support level, I'll open one of the packs tonight and we'll see what's in there. I would consider doing that.
Oh man, maybe he is a blue collar worker. You hear that idea? You couldn't have thought of that. Ooh, Casey and the Sunshine Band. That's a good one. Sandy Teeth, you always get good ones. You got to make them happen. What is Jade saying here? Jade's crashing out in chat, people are saying, but...
Get Japanese Pokemon cards? See, now I don't even know. There's differences? I didn't even know there were differences between them, to be honest with you.
Different language, sir? There's differences?
Either Ralph will be a guest co-host.
Oh, there's Ralph. It got mentioned. Ralph got mentioned.
Of Smart Guys this Thursday. Ethan Ralph will be a guest co-host of Smart Guys this Thursday night. And then for the next 2 weeks, we're going to have different co-hosts. And then we're going to see how it all goes. And then there's WrestleMania. And then I got to see if I even want to continue to do the show or not.
68% of you are legends, by the way.
So, someone just asked me.
We're going to eat a lunch meat sandwich.
Some band names. Ode the State 5 Thou. WW Trading Card Addict Soon. Wife Rabbit Mom Career Dead. Big Goals Bag Goals. Clapping Warski's Cheeks Reel. Always Drunk Hungover Reel. 4 a.m. Drunk DMs to Andy Gay. That's a good one. Andy, you're gonna like it. Wow. Big Brain, a bird-brained gin brain reel. New bird exhibit at Snortfort. Bird Gate Observer reel. Fixing mic to hide the zoo reel. Packet of real salt. Rest in peace, Two Small Pets reel. Neighbor's kid sounds like bird. And what's up, Doc? Dead rabbit, LOL. DSP fakes cancer like Boogie. Unbelievable. You guys are heroes. Heroes!
Please stop spamming about SpongeBob Night Shift. I see your message. You don't have to spam it 5,000 times.
We can be heroes just like the LARPers. Hey, what's up, Doc? Dead Rabbit Reel. The finish of that is amazing. Hey, what's up, Doc? Dead Rabbit.
All right. Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate
it. Just for one stream. There you go, Pepsi pimping.
Yeah, it's hot. It's very hot, Flat Man. Right now, the sun is full blast on my front wall. This room has, just during this podcast, heated up by about 15 degrees, even with the double fans. It's going to be a hot day, man. It's going to suck.
It's getting hot in here. Almost 65 degrees. 17 degrees Celsius, 63 Fahrenheit right now. I am getting so hot, I'm going to turn my RGBs off.
Oh, man. Well, it is what it is. Got to tough it out. Got to do some Call of Duty today. Wow, I'm not even kidding you. Again, in the last half hour, the Assassin's Creed video explaining why I quit got another like 300 plus views. It's getting pretty good traction for my videos anyway.
300 more? Oh my God.
I'm going to remove the Shamrock animations when we hit April. Every
Eat
month I
your
change
heart
the
out,
animations. You guys
Pewds.
remember that?
Oh, PewDiePie, by the way, legitimately moved to Japan and got married and has kids and stuff. Poetic justice, isn't it? For someone that shat on PewDiePie for so long. What a king. His wife wanted to go to Japan. Nah, we'll just move there.
All right. Any last stuff to talk about, everybody? Can we get some last minute support? I mean, we got 3 super chats. We have a few tips. No subs and no memberships at all today.
What?
Can we get our first sub over on Kick today? Can we get some more support on YouTube?
Anything,
Maybe
guys.
a tip. Let's said, I want to hit these goals to get to the Taco Time reward this week so that we can then next week focus on the Minecraft meals at McDonald's.
Come on.
Let's get this going. Let's hit this goal today.
Come on, guys. This is blue-collar work right here, and you guys aren't taking advantage of it. You guys... Oh, we're banning more people now. Owed the state 5,000. Oh, I already said that one. Wife, rabbit, mom, career, dead. That's a cold one right there. Bag full of hats. Just got banned. Bag full of hats. I'm still relevant for real. I like that one. I'm still relevant for real.
No, you're talking about ambient temperature. You have no idea how actual heat works.
Ooh.
I love people who are morons and say, but I went online. It says the ambient temperature in Renton right now is 60-something degrees. You're an idiot.
No. The person said it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit in Renton right now. No one said anything about ambient temperature.
You have no idea how fucking temperature works.
Could
It's
you
hotter
explain
where
it?
the sun is hitting. Right now, the front of my house is literally pure sun. I've explained to you guys that when that sun hits this wall, the front wall of my house during the afternoon, this entire side of the house heats up by about 15 to 20 degrees like a clay oven. And it's like this every spring and every summer. And there's nothing I can do about it besides put in the air conditioner. But considering that it's only March 25th, I didn't install the air conditioners yet because it's going to get cool again. In fact, it's going to get cool in 2 days. It's going to go back to cool outside again. So I wasn't going to rush to put in air conditioning yet. But it's incredibly hot here right now in this room. And there's nothing I can do about that. Hello Voltage did a $3 super chat. Says, shout out to Baby Manny. He ate 4 chili cheese dogs. That's not healthy. I hope that Baby Manny will be all right. I don't know who that is. But hopefully they'll be all right.
I'm sure he'll survive. Is that a joke? Is that some sort of meme? Anyways, dented tourist trying to make a joke. Nerd Brew says, it's getting hot in here. Better show support. I need that support so I can hit the tips goal. There you go. Got to make it happen. King of the Ring coming up soon. Not really soon, but deadline's coming up in 2 months. I got 3 spicy meatballs too already lined up. Let me tell you.
See you later, Toasty Chestnuts. You taking off? All right.
See you later, Toasty Chestnuts.
All right. We're at $30 of support. Guys, let's get to 50 before I start Call of Duty. Right now, let's hit 50, and then we'll end the show, and then we'll boot up Call of Duty and start the slaughter. In fact, like I said, first thing we'll do is we'll look at the sniping loadout and actually see how it goes. See, like, did I ever unlock the things I was trying to unlock for that certain sniper rifle, and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll do a custom sniper loadout. Instead of the, I've been using the Ninja Turtle sniper rifle for a while, but let's maybe go back to the other one. I've never seen Severance. No, I don't have Apple TV. I see people talk about Severance online all the time, saying the show is great, but I don't have Apple TV. I'm not going to get it either. No, Apple TV service, it's ridiculous. I got rid of all of my my Apple devices in the house. I don't like Apple anymore.
Ooh, scathing commentary. Big up Toscu says there's a gay karaoke bar in Delaware called the Purple Parrot, home to some of the funniest nights I've had. Glad you already knew all about it, ALT. Obviously, I'm a regular at the Purple Parrot. Also, I'm a regular at the Ramrod. It's one of my favorite places. The Meat Locker, another great place I like to go to every once in a while. The Footlong, it's a fun place. A lot of good bars around
Tony
town.
Baloney says, if we donate $300 today, will you play SpongeBob Night Shift on your birthday stream? What is this SpongeBob Night Shift you keep mentioning?
The manhole, the toolbox, the blue oyster. I spent a lot of time there, actually. It's fun.
It doesn't exist. There is no SpongeBob Night Shift. I don't know what that is. It's not here. It's not on Steam. Where the fuck is it? Some third-party site? Some fucking malware site? I'm not getting it there. It's not on Steam.
Jordan Fadeaway says, weirdest DSP
This guy
laugh or
spammed it all day
Shoebill
about this weird
Stork. Shoebill Stork. Okay, let's see a Shoebill Stork sound real quick.
It's on a random site. All right, I'm not going any game off no fucking random site. Hell
Fuck
to hell with
that.
that.
Fuck that
no
shit,
thanks.
All right. What's weirder, DSP's laugh or this? This is the question asked.
Okay, great.
And boom goes the dynamite. This one. That's the bird? Jesus Christ.
It's on the dark web. The dark web. SpongeBob of the dark web. Yes.
Ooh, snake eating pool. Big ups. There it is. The new card. Congratulations.
It probably is an illegal game. They probably don't have permission to use the IP. They probably just made the game and tossed it on a random site.
Big up, CTU
They're not
agent.
selling it. Thoughts on Rise of the Ronin? I didn't play it, Turtle Dude, so I don't know anything about it. I never played the game.
Turtle Dude would ask about that. I'm doing the thing, or I'm not talking while he's not talking. I'm not going to talk until he talks. Oh my God.
I didn't play Rise of the Ronin because I wasn't interested in it. Last year, it just didn't look that good. I was going to play it, and then we decided against it, so I didn't. And then I didn't play it, and no one really cared. So I never got around to it. So why would I play it now?
Sister Anime says line. Line. I can't resist. It's really hard for me not to resist. It is. It's hard. It's hard because I feel like the people wondering what's going on. I really.
All right.
Oh, sometimes I care too much about your entertainment, everybody.
I think we'll probably wrap it up. It seems like people don't really have much else to talk about.
Not much more money to give me?
So.
Shoot.
Let's go ahead and wrap up the show. So tomorrow, I'm only doing a half day. I have to, sadly.
What?
As much as I would like to do a full day tomorrow, I do have to take time off this week to do my tax stuff. It sucks, but I got to do it every year. I've already done half of it. I got to do the second half and hopefully wrap it up tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you guys
Here was the first half, by the way. This was the first half, so the second half is going to be different, right?
understand, but I will be, recapping everything we did today, how Call of Duty does, what we do in it, and how things go with Pirate Yakuza. I'm hoping Pirate Yakuza goes better later tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
And then on top of that, anything else that happens today, we'll see. But thank you all. Chill day, good day, right? We figured some stuff out. Thanks for watching. Be sure if you haven't yet, be sure to watch the video on why I quit Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's basically a 22-minute abridged review of the game up to now. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. It seems like people are actually enjoying the video and giving it a good watch, and I appreciate that. All right?
If you're one of the few human beings on this great earth that hasn't seen this video, I recommend you watch this. We're up to 4,000 views now, so clearly it's getting some traction. So if you somehow have not seen that video yet, I recommend checking that out now, okay?
All right, so everyone, thanks for watching the Level 1 podcast. I appreciate you. Thank you all so very much. And I will see you all tomorrow
Stop
for another
simping
fun
for
day.
KINO.
Peace out, everyone. See you then.
No. Simping. Yeah. Not pimping, simping.
Okay.
Oh.
Alrighty, everybody. So I need to get set up here.
Okay. Okay. We're going again. Yeah. Gotta take tomorrow off for taxes. I already did it last week, but I had to do something else, if you know what I'm saying. I can't really talk about it. But I couldn't do that many taxes.
Let's get everything set up here.
Yeah.
To do this, I need
different
to
thing.
do a lot.
I was pretty busy with
plug them
something
in,
else.
Change the audio. Put the chair cover on. I got a lot I got to do in order to prepare for Call of Duty. It's a lot of things. Okay, let's do.
It's kids crying. It was the kids screaming.
But then I have to turn on this.
All right, let's go live.
The camera's not facing the facing. We launched, and we got distracted with that for weeks. So now I want to go back and see how were we actually doing. Did we get the attachments I need?
Who cares? Okay.
Please, let's hit some goals.
Please.
All right.
Come on.
We hit the goal today. Let's get that momentum back. We got it back last night with Disco Elysium. Let's keep that momentum going. Okay? All right. Thank you. I'll be back with more after a brief break. Maybe I actually will change my clothes because it's so hot in here. So maybe I will change my clothes. That way I won't be sweating it out.
Jesus,
okay.
the dig!
I'll be back in a little bit. Will change my clothes.
That was an excavation mission right here. Look at this.
That way I won't be sweating it out. Change my clothes because it's so hot in here. So maybe I will change my clothes. That way I won't be sweating it out. Okay. I'll be back in a little bit. Let's play some highlights for you.
Full knock deep. All right, so that's 1306. I will read everything, guys. I know I left some. I did not read everything yet. I definitely will do that before we get out of here today. Today we got.
Okay.
Here we're back.
I did change. As you can see, I got a short sleeve shirt and shorts on now. Hopefully it'll cool me down and let me play better today rather than be overheated. God. All right, what I need to do is I need to
shorts on.
Move this towards me closer. Get the headphones on and move this closer.
You want to hear it?
Okay.
Here we go.
I did change. As you can see, I got a short sleeve shirt and shorts on now. I did change. As you can see, I got a short sleeve shirt and shorts on now.
Easy for you to say.
I did change. As you can see, I got a short sleeve shirt and shorts on now.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Hopefully it'll cool me down and let me play better today rather than be overheated. All right, what I need to do move this towards me. Oh, and I also need to move the microphone. Pirates in Hawaii.
I got a shout and a microphone. Where it's at? I got a shout microphone.
Yeah. So freaking hot today. Out of nowhere. Viewtech USA Archive. 2 months as a member says COD with the King is always good. Well, thank you. And if you like COD with the King, delicious COD with the King, please support it today. Let's get some support rolling. We're at $30 of support, but we got to hit the 150 goal. We have to keep this momentum going. We hit it last night and exceeded it. Let's hit it now. I am worried about tonight's Pirate Yakuza because we didn't do so well the other day. So let's hit that goal today. All right.
Why are we worried about tonight already?
All right. About to
start. Worried about tonight already?
Let me just
That's not Dickers. That's Dickers Archive, not really Dickers.
The mic. There we go. Just a little bit. That should be fine, right? How does that sound? Good, I hope. And then turn on the AI camera. Super Chat says, would you consider playing AC Black Flag again?
No. Fuck no.
Maybe in the future if it gets remade or whatever.
Yeah, remake it, bitch.
I don't think I would just play it straight up out of nowhere. But if there was a particular reason to do it, sure.
He's the guy that donated $10 earlier.
What's up, Jeff? How are you?
Might want to do what he says.
Good afternoon, Jeff.
He's the guy giving you money right now.
Crap, we're not at the right resolution. BP.
Oh my god. All right, let's go live. Any
Gotta
final...
try to hide the connection and hopefully he doesn't join too much. But you know he's gonna get into a couple games. What can you do? I don't let it bother me. I just ignore it. Stupid shit. Just another mouth drooler.
Definitely. Pelted him.
No, I've seen nothing about the next Assassin's Creed. I don't know if I'll even pay attention to it, considering how bad Shadows is. I don't even think it's worth the time to even give it a fucking glance at this point. I don't think Ubisoft is capable of making good games anymore.
By the way, Philip will buy that day one and hope it gets better and still complain about it. So no matter what the fuck Assassin's Creed is next, he will absolutely buy it day one and bitch about it.
To be honest.
Just keep that in mind.
It is showtime, Jade. What the hell? The fuck is this? Get this guy off my screen.
Jesus, relax.
Oh, that was loud. Daily login rewards. So now we're going to get XP tokens, apparently. Okay. Continue. So this is the finale. We'll probably end up getting one or two more, but that's it. We're probably not going to get everything here. We'll probably get one or two more things. Exactly. If you're going to play Shadows, get Ubisoft Plus. Do not, I mean, seriously, not freaking spend full price on that game.
Do not spend full price on that game.
Really? Dummy Koala says if they join you, you can block them in game. Is that true? I don't know. Is there a way to see social who joined you previously? I have no idea in this game how that works. Zero.
Yeah, give us.
So what I want to do?
Go get them a subscription service instead. Yes.
Here's what we're gonna.
That you won't cancel in 1 month, by the way, if you're Philip Burnell.
Let's start recording. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Black Ops 6. This is my one.
No one cares. Going live.
Interested and excited and are positive. That's gonna come through.
Okay, hold on.
Because they want to make money. Signal lure money and don't get into me.
Hold on.
My camera.
What?
Advice. It's a
Hold on.
Pirate Gaming had done a $5 super chat.
That was the only.
Said,
I think that was the only contribution we missed. By the way, was that one. So here, let's go back a little bit. My bad.
Money, and I'm gonna go in, and I can do.
Right here. After this. Oh, shut up.
I'm supposed to get like
right here. My bad. Foil blabs, nice.
$1 super chat.
Here we go.
And said, I love your content. I'm aspiring to be a content creator. Do you have any advice? It's the same advice I give everybody over the years. Is that if you're going to become a content creator of any kind, whether you're a streamer, whether you're going to be a YouTube, on-demand video creator, whatever it may be, get my camera to actually follow me. Hello, camera.
big early and
follow
often.
me. Thank you. Don't get into it because you want to make money, and don't get into it because you're trying to. Oh, by the way, I did get the signal lure. I can get rid of that now. Okay, let me get out of here.
Okay, come on.
So don't do it because you want to make money. Don't do it because you want to get popular and become an influencer. All right, do it because you have passion for something, and you want to share that passion with the world. There's so many people now that get into content creation because they think, oh, I saw this guy do it, and he's so popular, and I just want to be just like him. No, because if you go into it with that mentality, it's going to be kind of fake and it's going to show. You got to go into it because you have some kind of a talent, a passion for something, an affinity for something.
Listen up.
Whether it's gaming, whether it's something else. There's people out there that are content creators of all kinds. But show that passion that you have through your content, right? And if you truly have passion, if you truly are interested and excited and are positive, that's going to come through. And then people will like your content, not just because of the content, but because of your attitude as well.
We got a good attitude today, so I can see why people want to donate to this guy. He had a great attitude earlier.
A lot of people go into it with this grind mentality that all they want to do is, I want to grind this out, son, so I can be fucking popular and shit. It's not always going to work.
Philip, you're the one grinding much more than KINO Casino, and yet you said that was a negative for some reason because they're not grinding like you. I'm getting really confused here. What are we supposed to be doing here?
And I think there's a lot of people today that go into it with like a budget. I'm going to invest all this money, and I'm going to go into it and treat it like a job. And it doesn't, it's oversaturated. The market really is oversaturated at this point.
So what should you do?
So to try to even go into it as a business mentality might not work. You're not always going to be the biggest dog in the yard who's going to have all the advantages, all the money, everything to compete with everybody else. But what you could have is actually have a unique way to tackle it, or a passion for it, or a knowledge base or experience in it that maybe someone else doesn't have. And if that comes through your content, then perhaps you'll actually get that foothold into whatever niche it is you're trying to break into. You know, for me, when I started doing content 17 years ago, I had zero budget. I was using a crappy ass digital camera pointed as an angle at my television. It looked absolutely awful, but it was my commentary. It was my dedication to playing a lot and making a lot of videos that people liked. And
people liked the dedication to making a lot of videos.
That became my thing. That then turned into, hey, people want to come by every day and watch. People don't mind if there's monetization on my content, right?
People didn't mind that there was monetization on his content. People like the spam. Yeah. People
Less of the whole,
that.
oh, I want to get popular. I want to make it big. I want to get rich quick mentality, and more of the, hey, I have something unique to share with the world.
Yeah, so Philip did the opposite. When things kept going down, he found things to blame and found new ways to monetize his audience rather than try to change anything. So he wasn't trying to get all the money. He was more bitching the entire career about the money going down.
Because there's a lot of people out there who, sadly, just want to emulate and say, I don't want to do the 9-to-5 grind. I just want to do this as a living. That's not going to be enough. You've got to find that thing that you have that someone else doesn't have, whether it's that creative spark, whether it's that positivity, whatever it is, right? You got to find it. Man, I don't know if I'm going to like this playlist. Now we're doing this map again, and it didn't work last time. So I don't know if I want to do this playlist. Maybe we'll switch it up after this and do a different.
Okay, you get the point. All right, I will read everything I did not read, but big ups everybody for chilling. I do want to say again, tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern, we're going to get some Chew React style content for Sweet Codeine, and also maybe Philip's review on Inside, because Chew really likes that game, so that could be funny too. But that'll be tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Big ups for chilling, everybody. Big ups to Magic Short Bus, who asked a question, says, can you give a TLDR on Pastor Eric Miller? Well, he was an interesting character that was making Philip videos, and he started out being very normal and kind of interesting because he had an interesting take on things. And he was on That Being Said too once, and he's had an interesting take on everything. But then, I don't remember exactly what happened, but he totally flipped the switch and said detractors turned on him, and he stole everyone's manhood. I can't remember how it ended, honestly. But now he's making videos such as All Women Suck and You Shouldn't Get Married and stuff like that. And he turned into a real weirdo. But he was interesting in the beginning. But then he kind of, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to him. But you can search on YouTube if you want more. There's some videos about him for sure that you can watch. He made some great songs. He definitely had some songs that are worth listening to, though, from Meerkat based on him. Joe says, I listen, minimize. The dead air is unsettling. I won't do that anymore, Joe. Today was a little bit of an experiment to see how it would be if I don't say anything while he's being the dead air. So, and you can see, it's not that fun, but it is fun. Copeside Phil says, breaking news, a Mario game will launch with Switch 2. His video game takes are brain dead. They are literally level 1 takes. Yes. And that was the article he felt that was worth showing. Let's see what he's saying real quick.
And a few tips. Let's get some more. Come on, guys. Let's get some support. Let's hit the goal. Right now we're at 39, 38. We can do, come on. Let's get some super chats, some memberships, some tips, some subs. We have 0 subs and 0 memberships today.
Yeah.
None.
What's going on?
We have a few super chats and a few tips. Let's get some more. We want to hit these goals this week, right? Absolutely. Let's do it. Come on. For Call of Duty.
Anything else? Or come on, guys. Flatman B says, I was starving. I had McDonald's for breakfast, and now I'm in hell. And someone responds, wow, cool story, Flathead. Thank you.
Here we go.
HPT is taking fire.
Meth Bear says, don't jump into marriage. The system is rigged. I don't think you should jump in anything in life, honestly. But there is a lot of positives to marriage, way more than negatives, if you find the right person, and that's unfortunately the hard part, right, Meth Bear? We should do a debate show about marriage, though. But yes, don't get married too quickly. But Big Ups Copeside Phil says he knows way more about alcohol than video games. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. He's more passionate about it for sure. Chew, blink twice if you disagree. No. Chew is 1 in a million, that's for sure. That's the best choice I ever made, my friends. That's the best choice ever made. That's the most lucky I ever made. Because I quite literally might be dead, honestly. Just being honest. Oh, Antwood just got engaged? Hell yeah. What a king. Good luck, brother. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Michael E. says, I was too base, nobody would pay me. Yep, he was too base in his political takes. I was not a passport bro. This is a meme. I was not a passport bro. I was not going to Japan I was going to Japan for 1 year was my goal. And then that changed and something happened. I was not a passport bro. Thank you. Anything else is ridiculous. It's all slander. Some Gator says, thought he was on level 666 the other day. Must have been a glitch. Back to level 1, right where you earned, Phil. Big up, Some Gator. We are really back to the beginning now, if not less than the beginning of the arc. Sexpat ALT confirmed. That's going to be a banned word soon. Next stream. ALT visited massage parlors. He confirmed it. No comment. I did not go to massage parlor. That's a lie. That's a nugget of truth, but not true. Did you to become an ALT? No, I did not go there to become an ALT. I started at a conversation school. Then I changed to be ALT. On ALT, which is assistant language teacher. That was a much better job. It's much easier. When I say better job, I mean less work involved. Michael A. says, Chew doesn't have to cook tonight? Hell yeah! Big ups. Once again, big ups. Brackman, high five. Thank you, sir. Yanksfan84 says, how long till DSP wage quits GTA 6? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how the support goes. Yeah, ALT stands for Assistant Language Teacher. That's correct. And I had a website. Not to get too far in the lore here. It is almost 5. I got to get out of here at some point. But I had a podcast, a sponsored podcast, which was my main income for a while there, was a podcast all about teaching English in Japan. I was a big sponsored podcaster, guys. That was cool. And they are still online, but you won't. I don't think I didn't put them up on my website, but I think like the hosting I did is gone. But when I left, it got bought from someone else, and not for a lot of money, by the way. It's not like it's a huge $1 million deal, but they kept doing the podcast even though I left it, so it's still going. But it's called Inside Japan Podcast now. So I sold out for the bag. Yes, I sold out for the multiple hundreds of dollars. And yeah, they're still doing it, though. Their last episode was, last year, so maybe they're not updating it that far. But anyways, moving forward positively here. Hoskew says, his Pugsley nose laugh gives me vicarious PN drip. Pugsley. Pugsley is a cartoon that I know you're going to say I like, but I didn't. Pugsley Addams. There we go. Addams Family. I never really watched most Addams Family, but I know about Pugsley. Big ups. Thanks so much, Yanksfan. Hoskew, legend, and Yanksfan84. Movie Sign says, did he just make a clicking noise? I'm making clicking noises right now with my Tism toys, even though I don't think I have Tism. I have to be moving my hands with something, or idle hands, as they say, right? So I'm loaded with toys around me here to make sure I don't get in any trouble. Big ups, Movie Sign. NW News says, I played pro VR esports for 6 years in a headset. Ooh. I still have 20/20 vision. This pig lies. NW News, look at this. Well, look at you, the king of esports. Big ups, NW News. That's pretty cool, though. VR esports. What's going on in VR esports? That's not even a field I knew existed, honestly. Oh, today, by the way, for anyone still chilling chilling. Today is the playoffs of roller hockey. If we lose today, we are out. If we win, we move on. Today is a big day tonight. Hopefully we get that W. If we don't, I'll yell. I'll definitely yell. I'll be yelling at everybody. We'll see though. We're playing the team that beat us though in the regular season twice, so should be tough. We'll see though. You never know. We can make it happen. I'll let you know tomorrow how it goes. Some Gator says, AK, Things That Never Happened, hosted by Phil. That's the podcast name. That's the podcast name. Big ups, Godfather. Hopefully I get the lines in order. Got to talk about the lines. That's all I do is I'm the lines guy. Now, you know when you're coaching, you automatically start doing that walk back and forth thing, you know? Come on, guys, get out there. What's wrong with you? Well, no, I don't do that. I do not do what's wrong with you. To the refs, I do that sometimes, and they're high school kids, so they get kind of scared, but I don't do it too much. Big ups, Jonah Hall says, now, guys, just because you give me money to KINO Casino doesn't mean you stop giving money to me, all right? All right. Correct? Correct. Big ups, Jonah Hall. NW News says, so effing gay. Okay, you asked for it. Here we go. We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you one time from Lex. Come on.
That's gay.
No, I never slam. I never slam my hat. I never slam anything. I'm not a slammer. I am not a slammer. The only time I do slamming is pogs. That's it. Tech Enthusiast says, is he talking from experience? Simping for Andy? Yes, he is. The shredded abs. NW News says there's no way he's not doing this on purpose. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Rita Ryan says, I would simp for injured, but I'm poor. Well, step it the fuck up. Come on, Rita Ryan. Copeside Phil says, injecting this amount Cope is liable to kill you. Hell yeah, today was a lot of Cope. Very fun today. Started out slow, but we got a little bit of gold dust there. Shadow Slammer was not lying when he said that. No, I never do that. That's total douchebag move. I hate parents that do that. Some parents try to start just talk, and they could go some way, but I would never ever dream of that. That's total douchebag move. I always listen to the parents. Never would do that in a million years. Ridiculous when some parents are like that, though, but some parents, you had to get talked to by the fucking commissioner because they're too intense, It's like, all right, relax. Relax, man. Just chilling. Kaiju Roo says, can you TLDR the stream? I'll put a timestamp later tonight, whenever, late Eastern time. But it was all very much boredom until one moment. So I'll put a timestamp on it and say, you want to watch this part, Kaiju Roo. I'll say that to you exactly in the timestamp. Lyrical Thesis says, so work less and make more. That's the plan for most human beings, but not DSP. Not DSP. Yeah, now it's Fish. Now someone else is doing it. I said that. So now there's some other dude doing it. It's not me, though. So yeah, he might be British. I don't even know. My old podcast. Boner in Sweatpants, which I don't have right now, says, work smarter and work harder are two different things. Yes. That's what most human beings understand. Who would not take the opportunity to work less and make more? But don't reward them for their behavior by simping for them, dumb fucks. It makes sense. Queen of Games says April Fool's Day is on April 6th. Though we all know that. Normal human beings know that. April 6th. Michael says ALT's first gay bar was a Roman bathhouse. Well, that was just good, clean fun. They didn't even call it gay back then. It was just good, clean fun. And legitimately clean, by the way, because in the bathhouse. Shiny Teeth says DSP, no gaming, real Japanese. There we go. Shiny Teeth, you are a name creator. Clearly you have a talent for it. Make it happen. That's not a dad joke. That's just a good joke. Good fucking joke. No dad involved. Anyways, that will be it for today, my friends. Thanks for chilling. Always a fun time chilling with these pre-streams. We'll see you tomorrow for a special bonus Q&A. Let's see if the rage happens here. Rage here.
How am I down? It didn't make sense. He walked right through my bullets as if I wasn't firing. Then I fire with the handgun and that did no damage either. Fuck this fucking game, man. You didn't fucking outplay me. My fucking weapon is not doing any damage. Look at this again. Those were headshots. It's so bad. Look at this again. Those were headshots. Again, weapon is not doing any damage. Look at this again. Those were headshots. It's so bad.
HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire.
Enemy down.
We need Piece of Peace streams again where he does the, where he does those, like, slow it down. You hear the shots. Boom, 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 boom. It's so funny. Anyways, you guys are all legends. Thanks for chilling. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.